3, 2, 1.
5 dick-shaped things.
Wait a minute.
Okay, wait a minute.
No, I'm throwing
You go through. If I end up with a dick-shaped hole in my wall, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my god. Do you want me to do it? Do you want me to do it? I'm serious.
Or do I want to do like a one twist, like a dart?
You're trying to go under my chin.
Under your chin.
Not through my head. Or through my wall. That was so solid.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright, hold on. 5 dick-shaped things.
It's harder than me. What the fuck?
Did you not put a hole in my wall?
Wait. Let's do a take where you walk up and you just stick it on the wall in front of him.
No.
What did he say?
I'm gonna shit myself. We've been filming. This is the 12th hour of filming. Help us. Five dick-shaped things. Did you just smack me with the throwing dildo?
Ready?
He smacked me with the throwing dildo.
Let's do it.
I think I just shook myself. What the fuck is the matter with you?
Shut up. Oh, fuck.
You are Katrina. 5 dick-shaped things. 5 dick-shaped things.
Yes!
Yes!
Uh,
I want to see that. Oh my god. We could have the longest outtakes ever just for this shit.
Doing, doing.
12
I don't
hours.
care if my hand was in there.
I don't care. I don't care how much we fucked that up.
Real talk, everybody. Those of you who followed me on FA with the filters off have known for a while that
I love you so much.
that I have had gender issues and bottom dysphoria pretty much my entire life, and that is a thing that's existed. And I'm sure people talk to me about it, and we've talked about it, and I've talked to my non-binary friends about it too. And that's when I first, obviously I always felt a little much on the spectrum, on the gender spectrum anyway. So them already felt natural. This was before that. So I did the podcast with you, and I chose they before that, before something else happened. So I did you can go listen to my podcast with Jagger.
I think it's uploaded on your YouTube.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So that's there, and we talked about a lot of stuff. And after that happened, I stumbled upon that unbe person who said they were looking forward to their gender confirmation. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And that's a thing, like, because I had always thought I I'd researched it my entire life because obviously there's that thing, and there's like a thing in your brain that just won't go away, and you think it's wrong, so you don't want to sound like a freak. So, and so anyway, I found out. I said I was interested, and Gaius, who's out there, thank you.
They're in the chat.
Yeah, Gaius is out there.
Thanks, guys.
Mentioned like a couple years ago, like that's out there. That kind of thing is out there for non-binary people if you're interested, and just the fact that there's other people out there that felt like I do, I had no idea. I thought like, this is just like maybe I'm fetishizing something that I don't want to like come off as disrespectful to women or something like that.
No puppet, no puppet, you're the puppet. I'm Xander the Blue, and this is DNN. Recently on Twitter, also known as the Internet's Screaming Pillow, there has been much ado about the public wearing of pup hoods, which is this, not this. Debate has been so active that there has been a reappearance of the hashtag #BanThePenny because everyone is giving their 2 cents. Midwest Fur Fest is just around the corner, so we contacted a representative for comment, to which they replied, "Oh my God, the soda machine is broken again. Kill me, please kill me." Also on Twitter, comedian, podcaster, and roundhouse enthusiast Joe Rogan tweeted, "Does anyone know any good documentaries on furries? I'm trying to wrap my head around this shit." Some fans have recommended CSI episode Fur and Loathing, which is like learning Black History Month from The Birth of a Nation. One thing I would tell Joe about our fandom is never expect free art, unless you're a celebrity that says, "What is furry?" P.S. Joe said he would be a bulldog. When it comes to today's villains, there are many ranging from ISIS to actual real-life "what year is this Nazis?" But through hard work and rugged ambition, the most hated force in the world is EA Games. Hey, congrats guys! Loot boxes seem to have united the gaming world against a common enemy. There has been so much backlash. EA has disabled microtransactions on Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the time being, but vowed to return more powerful than you can possibly imagine. And finally, in political news, Republicans are going to do their best to pass a major tax cut by the end of the year. These bills can get complex, so we go to our financial expert, Alkali Bismuth, to break down the details and tell us how this bill affects the rest of us. Alkali? The GOP also hopes to get rid of net neutrality, which experts have said would be a lot like if the internet ran on Real Media Player. Hey, that's all for this week. If you liked this, please support us on Patreon, which is like giving us a hug, but with money. Also, check out the Dragon Show podcast on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. And that's the way it is. So, see you next week.
Alkali, how's your glass doing?
My glass is a little empty.
Empty?
I should go get some more.
Oh, I can take care of that.
Oh, good.
Okay. Do you like Chateau Santa Michelle?
I love Chateau Santa Michelle.
Okay, give me a glass.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
All right, there we go.
Thank you. So
Okay,
that's
actually, we might
perfect.
as well
Oh yeah,
finish
no,
off the
finish
bottle.
that
There
off.
we
That's
go.
perfect.
Okay, all right. So anyway, as I said, I have never had to been compelled to go back to my room unless I was ill.
And I think one time, actually at your convention, I was escorted back to my. Oh, they find this story very funny, I guess. Look at that.
Okay, tell me about the one time you were escorted back to your. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the most appropriate story. It's kind of a sad story. I don't like.
Well, okay,
I don't
if
like
it's a sad story.
story.
That'll come later.
Yeah, we can do.
I've seen lots of funny things here. What? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my living room.
The power of alcohol! Ah, Demon, I love you.
We couldn't resist.
Oh man, well, hold on. Let's move our friend. I'll just get rid
Oh,
of this
yeah.
guy. And then
Well, they can't see it
no,
anyway.
not at all. They cannot see the divider.
Alkali has a chroma key green bong that we had sitting between us to make sure we didn't accidentally cross the streams.
Oh.
I love FurCons. FurCons are one of the few places you can say, hey, did you see that dragon? And people will not think you're on drugs. Pretty much FurCons and Chinese New Year. I want to bring a group of Amish teens on Rumspringa to a FurCon. Make it their first taste of the outside world. Better yet, we knock them out, put them in the middle of a FurCon, and then give them some acid. Oh, the stories they will have for Uncle Jebediah back at the village. They may not look at a butter churner the same way ever again. If you have not been to a FurCon, I have a few simple tips for you. Tip number 1. Pack some real food. I know the con suite is open, but pixie sticks and cheese balls do not a meal make. Those aren't even on the food pyramid. Those are like buried with the slaves that built the food pyramid. Of course, eating out is always an option. And yes, I do mean restaurants. But you want to make sure your group isn't so big that the only thing you'll be back for is Uncle Kage's hangover. Plus, if your group is too big, you might be waving to the people you wanted to hang out with from the other side of Chili's. Tip number 2. Be nice to the normies. FurCons often share space with normal people, holding their own meetings and conventions. So try not to horrify them too badly. So be nice and maybe they'll be back next year. I actually hope to be at a con that shares space with a rehab group. That way, the heroin addicts could literally chase me. Tip number 3. Above all things, enjoy yourself. If you take yourself too seriously, you're missing the point. Remember what George Carlin or Bill Hicks said. Life is a show or a roller coaster. And there's nothing worse than someone who won't stop bitching during your shoulder coaster. It's easy to forget, but if you're watching this, you've already won the genetic lottery. We get to have things like running water and cell phones that would make Gene Roddenberry jizz in his pants. So don't take yourself too seriously. I have friends with albino personas and I call them animal crackers. And they call me blue balls. It's fun. And that's all I really wanted to say. Hey, if you did enjoy this, check out my podcast that I co-host, The Dragon Show, a weekly furry comedy podcast, or just check out the other highlights on this channel. See you later.
Time to put your metal to the test now. Hey, 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 don't you know you're messing with the best now?
Con los terroristas.
Harlem Shake.
The last fucking gay popcorn. It's fucking gay, and it's fucking popcorn. At the last fucking gay popcorn. Seasons every kernel cause he's fucking gay. At the last fucking gay popcorn. Made it to a guy who makes a lot of gay porn. At the last fucking gay popcorn. And doesn't add the wings cause they get in the way.
find a clearing. Forget your eyes and trust your nose. Find the ferret that'll butter your pancakes. Be the dragon that wears a robe. Are you starving for cobalt kisses? Would you tell him a joke? Anyway, I'm seeing Zanny, but Alkali is not here. It's time for getting up to something. Is it a little too early now for lunch? They'll cover everything and nothing. Getting up for brunch on a Sunday. Sunday, Sunday. Anyway, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Roll up and it'll make you feel better. Roll up and it'll make it alright. Roll up and it'll bring it all together. So let's watch a Dragon show and stay the fuck inside.
Hello, welcome to Sunday Brunch. We are here. We're queer. We're with Alkali and Sigma. Hey. We're working on the shot. How's everybody doing? Oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dragon Show. We're here with Sigma the Wolf, who's in town.
Hello, everyone. I'm in vacation mode. Why? I have decided I'm on vacation. Here.
And people can see our table. This is fancy.
Throw it over to the chat and...
Sure thing. Sure.
If you minimize OBS, it should just pop up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens when you use the keyboard to do the arrows. You don't have access to the mouse. See? See? Your new plan. Your new
No
plan
access
has
to
failed
mouse.
us.
Oh.
Access to mouse.
There's always a trade-off. Equivalent exchange, right?
Yes. Oh my God. I was like, I want to see what my face looks like that on here, but I've got it here. But at the same time, it's just like, you know what? This looks too dumb. I'm going down with the face. I don't care at this point.
Come on, Bandito Sigma. This is Bandito.
It's like trans outlaw. I'm illegal in Florida.
Bandito.
No one will ever know.
Bandito Sigma.
Hi, Kiri.
Hey, Raven.
Hi, Kiritomi. Let's see.
Shinur.
Kirito from.
Shinur, don't judge. Don't judge. What's wrong with being out of breath after loading the dishwasher? There's a lot of dishes, buddy. There's a lot of dishes. I understand. Don't worry about it.
It's a good thing you're in a breath play. Anyway.
God damn it.
What?
That's the best part about being fat.
Oh, yeah?
It's
like
a constant.
Oh, man. Well, you should be really into running then, because you're just going to be fucking gasping for air all the time.
Yeah, but there's a harder part to running when you're fat.
Thank you, Kirito.
What's that?
The boulder from Indiana Jones.
As
Me running down the street on a sidewalk, a narrow surface. Other people just start freaking out and putting on fucking dusters and rolling out of the way, rolling under garage doors to get away from me.
They just see you.
It doesn't feel great.
Whenever they see you, they put on a brown hat.
Yeah.
Grab the nearest trophy and like start running.
Yeah, with a whip.
With a whip.
You gotta have a whip.
And they drop the hat and they have to keep getting it.
The thing is the energy that I have with you guys in that is that whoever's got the whip, I'm imagining is that old, I think it was like a shit posty type gif where he's like running down the street like whoosh, whoosh, just fucking cracking the whip.
I mean, that's how our neighborhood works. Don't you hear all the sirens going? That's because we listen to a lot of music and we're very ill-informed. So when they tell us whip it, we whip it good.
Da-na-na-na-na. Crack that whip. Da-na-na-na-na. Whip it. Oh, no.
Thanks, Iggy. I'm on vacation. Look where we are.
See, Chandler said, stop calling me the dishwasher. You were loading the dishwasher.
Oh.
I like that. That's funny.
That is pretty funny, but also that's Pod Dragon.
Well, everyone says I'm Pod Dragon.
You are Pod Dragon.
So you have a new badge of holding.
Do not call it your badge of holding.
Badge of holding.
I'm not ready for this.
It's bigger on the inside. Anyway.
I imagine that it's more so it's like you have like your entry level bag of holding. You get yourself, some capacity, and then you have your expert level bag of holding.
Yeah, sorry. I think I was thinking of a furry porn where it's like it's kind of like a video game where like you go through the door, but there's a whole new world inside, even though it's like a little tree, a little tree house. But you go inside, it's like, whoa. What?
Good morning, status.
Anyway,
I'm terrified.
Also, Zan,
what?
You're playing more D&D later.
Ooh.
You're starting to get the concept. You're really going with the flow of the interior. Do you think there'd be a river running through it?
Oh my God. Oh, it's a Red River only when I'm.
God
cranky.
damn it!
When I'm cranky.
Hello, Nisbet.
Only if I have a little boy drowning in chocolate in my.
I love
What?
I love Griff's comment. It's currently it's at the top of your list. Says B Sigma do gender crimes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. No, it's BNB do gender crimes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's how
there
it
we
works
go.
now. BNB, do gender crimes.
Confused small Italian family. Get your own pool. I told Sigma about that.
It's the Alphabet Mafia.
Hold on.
What? Rain.
The sun was just out.
Yeah, this is Chicago.
Fucking Chicago right
Welcome
now.
home.
Yeah. No, it's no different.
Right?
No different than Detroit.
We had the last few days has been sunny, beautiful, and between 60 and 70. And at one point, massive out of nowhere thunderstorm that by the time me and Zan go outside to watch it has stopped.
Jeez.
Bullshit. If you're going to be beautiful, nature, show off. Nature, you fucking senile old bitch. What? It's that old. Come on, think of how old
Nature's
nature
pretty
is.
old.
You know
yeah.
it's got problems.
Yeah, nature didn't give a fuck too. It makes sense.
Oh yeah, and
Oh.
I don't know if you heard it. Got an STD.
Oh.
Humans.
No.
Oh, we fucked the whole thing up.
Oh shit! Is that
Yeah.
what Is that what COVID was?
Yeah.
Nature got an STD.
That was the nature's white blood cells.
Yeah.
COVID. Nature's white blood cells. Are we canceled yet?
Yeah, that'll do it. Jesus Christ.
What? We still got another 2 hours to try to get canceled.
Oh,
By the
don't
way,
worry,
how's
I
our
take
sound?
care
Is
of it.
our sound okay?
Twitch canceling speed run.
I'll show your legs. Oh
There you
God.
go, Iggy.
I'm trying not to show too much. but-
Zan,
What?
you truly like to live on the edge. Huh?
Yes.
You just I'll stream in a robe and nothing. Like I have full
I,
business suits under robes sometimes.
This is like, look.
Look,
I
we're all looking.
Look.
We're all looking, Zan.
I can't do tightrope walking for realsies. This is like the closest I get.
I feel like I should have.
This is like just as thrilling without the balance.
It's like if you're gonna. If I had any idea that it would work so well for this, I have my what's this avenue sign.
That's yeah.
I have it up on.
Thank
all
you
my
so much,
streams.
B.
Like, okay, we still wear robes over clothes, but the truth is, the proper way to wear a robe is with no clothes.
I don't
Nice and
disagree with
comfy.
you, but there's
Yeah.
a caveat. There's a
What?
caveat. Fresh out of the dryer. Soft robe, just out of the dryer, using my
accurate.
mom's method of laundry that takes 3 times as long, but everything comes out so soft.
Yeah.
So soft.
It's like a soft cobalt right out of the dryer.
Oh, you got to stop running in there.
I'm dizzy.
You're breaking my dryer. Cobalt, get out of the dryer. Sigma,
Yes.
go to comfort clothes. You're
What?
lounging around.
Oh.
Like today I decided that I'm okay with it.
Thank you.
I don't like, wearing shirts around people because then they see my weird ass fat chicken legs, which KFC would be so jealous of. But you know what?
Someone redeemed a hydrate.
Is there hydrate too?
Yep. I have one over there. Oh, our cobalt's down.
All right, Sigma, go to comfort clothes.
Go to comfort clothes. I've got it.
It's nude, isn't it?
And no swearing.
No swearing. 5 minutes. Got it.
Dang. Right?
Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
Hopefully my audio's coming in good. All right, well,
It is.
I have to live in half your wardrobe, huh? There's a red zip-up hoodie that I have that's actually got, it's almost like lamb fleece on the inside.
Oh, I know those.
Oh.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are cool. All right. So hoodie and nothing else.
Yeah. I just got a bunch of those from Amazon, actually.
Yeah.
Nothing else? Oh, nothing else from Amazon. Hoodie and nothing else pretty cool. How cool I liked it.
I did like it. Cobalt did a dance for me. It was adorable.
I did in my hoodie and nothing else. Yoga pants. That's the other answer.
Dave, welcome to the chat, friend.
Hey, what's up?
Super appreciate you being here. A giant hammer to come down to make you all go splat. And now for something completely different. People with foot fetishes will love our show.
We need what? Yeah.
Where's it?
We're not Cobalt
You
anymore.
guys
Okay.
are.
I was like, you guys know that type of stuff. I don't.
Oh yeah, we've gotten very good at guesstimating.
No,
do you guys
that's-
even know what I'm talking about?
I do.
What, foot fetishes?
Oh, I feel
Honey.
so old right now.
Where's
Honey.
Tarantino?
You know I do.
Is he sub?
Okay, no, good reference. Good reference. I know you know.
Oh yeah.
No.
Give me lyrics.
There is none.
There is none.
Chat, do you know what I'm talking about, or am I totally fucked here?
No, you got it right.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Oh no!
I'm lost. Is
man.
that a jet? Is that a
Monty
millennial thing?
Python.
That was the intro.
Oh,
For the old
When they
show.
crush them with the foot.
Yeah.
Monty Python.
About to listen to this in the shower. Just like, let us know if we sound better in the shower. I think that will be a good stream. The shower cast
my
will be on
God.
the couch, but we recommend that everyone listen to us in the shower. Electrocution deaths are up 30% this week in the fur community.
Shower
As we
cast.
tell-
Monty Python.
I'm just assuming, just because Tikel just seems like the type to have weird, awesome stuff in their house, Tikel would have the toaster clock radio combo sitting in the shower. And I'm like, I see no problem with this. Zzz. Ooh, into it.
Nice.
Ooh.
Slide whistle noise.
The giant hammer coming down and making us go splat. Dave, you might have me on that one. You might have me on that one.
Zuran.
No, I didn't get it. Yeah, sorry.
Zurian, thank you so much for the sub. You rock, dude. I don't have one of those anywhere I'm aware of. Tikel, I'm aware of, frightens me.
I thought Dave just wanted to see us hit with a hammer. Like, people get that.
You just hammer.
What? They're like a hammer time.
No, Zan, you're getting it confused. They want to watch you get nailed.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
little
different.
16 penny nail, or
10 pin.
Or are you closer to like a 6 penny nail?
Well, someone's here that's getting nailed right now. Or
What?
that got nailed. There's Jesus. There's a statue
that's
right there.
He's
Yeah.
up here somewhere.
Anyway.
Like, what
No,
did
you're
you
good.
hide in my garage?
Just like real life, Jesus is always in the background.
Okay,
He's always trying to assert dominance.
Right?
That's why he's
It's
always,
true.
some
He's
of you,
always T-posing.
some of you have heard
Bring
this
it.
story.
He's like, bring it.
Some of you have heard this story, but I don't think Sigma has. Hey,
Oh,
Zan,
yes.
you had a friend visit recently who saw our dartboard.
Yes. I told them about this very briefly. So we had a friend visit, saw our dartboard, and it looks like a tablet when it's all folded up. And I said, yeah, and right over there is our garage copy of the Ten Commandments. I didn't know he was super anti-religious and had a really bad history with religion. And I just see him go, oh. I'm like, oh, no, I'm kidding. It's a dartboard.
In 2 seconds, we watched a person change from like, oh, cool, we're all going to hang out to, I need to leave now. Zan caught, so going like, we're fucking kidding, opens the tablet. My. It was genuinely the best 2 seconds of awkwardness I've ever seen.
That's legendary.
Oh, it was so good. Right, B?
That made me laugh my ass off. Like, oh, shit. They don't know me well enough that I'm totally fucking kidding.
I mean, I've been in situations before. My dad's neighbor invited us to, and my father, so I'm going to go hang out with him.
Mm-hmm.
But for like an early Christmas Eve, they were having their family over. When we were kids, this has been our neighbor since I was like literally 0.
Yeah.
They've lived there the whole time. So family, birthdays, stuff like that, we'd invite them over too. So I had never been in their home before. Wall to wall Jesus.
Oh.
Wall to wall Jesus. And I was the calm one. Because in that room was my brother. My brother who has found the Christ.
Oh, I know where this is going.
You have never been happier. You've never been happier to watch a person whose home is filled with wall-to-wall Jesus be sick of hearing about religion, because my brother would not fucking stop all goddamn night with some of the... Like, I was waiting for her to start taking things down and put up furry arts just to offset the crazy that was in that room.
It would just be... Now, if I was in that situation, I'd sit there and be like, I'm going to have fun with this. And, like, every, 30 minutes or an hour... just covertly swap a picture of Jesus with
oh yeah
another one.
Now that's funny.
And then swap another one.
That's almost like a psychic.
Maybe I like that idea.
That's almost like a psychic version of when you have to talk over the fucking really loud music at a party, but it's just that, but in your head. That's what it's like to be in that house. It's like, yeah, so you just start instinctively
nice.
How's the kids?
Kiri, what'd you make for yourself? That's fucking funny. I like that.
Yeah, I was like,
no,
this is really loud right now.
I love what Iggy's got up there.
The
You should have written the furry commandments on the
I saw
inside.
that. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, furry commandments.
Shanur, stop. No. You're in the hospital. Stop using commandments as a to-do list.
So here's
Go ahead.
I think this would be a fun exercise for the three of us. Mentioning of the furry commandments, not just what would they be broadly, what would they be for your house?
Oh, Jesus
What are
Christ.
your furry 10 commandments?
Commandment 1. Bathroom is a privilege, not a right. There's one bathroom, deal with it. It's the worst, because no matter what, you go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom,
Yes.
and it's taken, there's a moment of, like, the fuck? Like, no. The second thought needs to be, other people need to shit too. But goddamn, my first thought every time that door is closed, I'm like, no, fuck you! My shit is important!
I have a commandment.
What's that?
Do as you will, but clean your spill.
I like the rhyme.
Thou shalt not leave lines of cocaine-looking substance in my kitchen before my dad visits.
It's coffee, mate.
I was going to say, discount.
What's that?
White substance on the car.
That we cleaned up fairly well. I have granite cleaner.
I already have this, like...
Don't bring out the black light.
I got a new... I'm getting a new... Because this just looks like a jizz stain on there forever, and I can't get it off.
Hey, Top Hat Gabriel.
Right?
You're 3. Can I provide?
Yes,
provide an
absolutely.
Absolutely.
And of course, now it's freaking gone. It happens to me all.
That's
all
a
the time.
dude. That's part of the show.
Yep.
You had one for
Thou
me. You
shalt not
remember it?
mention- Huh?
It had to do with not. Remember?
Oh God, I wasn't sure if you wanted me to actually say.
Go ahead, of course. It's good.
Are we kobolds?
We're kobolds. No, I just slipped into kobold.
just-
See, now you said it.
I know. I know.
Thou shalt not without orgasming.
Thou shalt not. I like the good double negative.
Yes.
It is funny how often you just.
But you would
swing
spell it
into
properly.
cobalt.
It would be N-O-T and K-N-O-T.
No, I would not spell anything.
No,
properly.
just literally just to fuck with them.
You handed me a picture of an unsolved, what's that game? Wheel of Fortune puzzle, and said, "Hey, can you get this just from the topic?" I did not get it just from the topic. Because I can't fucking spell, dude. So I'm looking at all these letters like, this is pointless to me. It's probably never going to give you up. And then they lost their mind. So yeah, technically I did get it just from the topic.
You did get it, but here's the thing. You were still faster than Zane.
That's in general.
Mine was a guess not based on anything in reality. That's called luck.
In my world, there's no such thing as luck.
Oh, Seamus, that's just fun. No, leave the browser history.
Right? How
Yeah.
else is everyone going to know what you're into?
Exactly. That's why I like.
Thou shalt always control shift delete.
Yeah, that's like when I posted all my shit online in furry before I knew it was like actually a community that got together and hung out. Like, oh, I just have all my pictures of me out there. Oh well. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck it.
That's when you're like, you can hide your favorites, but nah, let's put it out there.
Don't get me wrong. Wear your personality on your sleeve. If you want people to know your fetishes and kinks, awesome. Maybe not the best time to do that is during the goddamn charity show. This one's might be slightly before your time. Do you know The Collar?
I do. Oh, yeah.
I might know the story. I think I know the story because you mentioned it. I think at Con War Stories.
Oh,
one
yeah,
year.
this has been
It was
around.
either MFF or MCFC.
We had a young man who started bidding on an electric shock collar.
Sorry, I got excited, but yes, I know that story. Keep going.
When he got up to the point that it was a 2-person bid, the question came, are we sure it works? And the child jumped up. I'm saying child, they were like 17, but still, no. They jumped up and said, don't worry, I've got it. Put it on, turned it on, fell down. Kage's losing their mind. I'm laughing my ass off. And the story should end there. He won. A few years later, they're now 22. Meet a guy at a con. They're fucking hysterical. They're awesome. They're a fan of the show. It's Collar Guy. Told me like 4 afters after we had been smoking outside. He's like, yeah, no, we met before. I'm Collar Guy. I'm like, son of a bitch.
That's hysterical.
It was like meeting a celebrity. I'm like, dude, Kage still tells that story to me every time he gets drunk and forgets that we're friends and hang out together.
Amazing.
Oh man. Yeah, I know that story. I remember hearing that story. That's a legendary
Living
story.
that one. That was one of the funniest. Absolute funny. I'm sorry. That one and whispering nonsense into Boozy's ear while he tried to take us auction very seriously. I just enjoy doing that. Every con there is a story, Seamus.
I think Seamus has a good alternative to what your commandment was. Thou shalt clean up all fluids from all sources.
I like this, but thank you,
Yes.
Seamus.
I saw that. I'm like, that is more broad, but also covers the
okay,
rule.
so then we got number 5. So now number 6. Household commandments, number 6. Oh. Thou shall point at the gay pride flag in the front yard whenever the Mormons show up.
There we go.
They've gotten used to it.
I was like, has that happened a lot for you guys?
We have a
over
ton
here?
of Mormons. We have Mormons in the area and Jehovah's Witnesses in the area. And they are slowly, like this has been a decade now, they're slowly realizing don't stop at our house.
Yeah.
We're never mean. I would never be rude to a person. But I'm at the point where it is 9 a.m. I was up till 3 in the morning editing shit or just hanging out and chilling and trying to enjoy life. I don't need your 9 a.m. wake-up call. So I just point to the pride flag. And the last group that came, genuinely, good on you. I went, oh, have a great day. Thanks.
Like, well,
we're all good. We're
well
all
done.
good. You're doing your job. I'm doing mine.
Yep. And saving all of us time.
We just have a doorbell. It just plays for them and doesn't really play for it. Just goes gay. Would that be great?
That would
Because
be
they
a
like
great
missed
doorbell.
it. Yeah, they didn't get the visual cues. They didn't see the 2 flags. We need the mat just so get as many hints as possible.
Obviously.
Get a
yeah.
smart doorbell.
Rainbow lawn.
Smart.
We'll get one where you ring it and it just goes gay.
Gay.
Gay, 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 queer.
Oh my god! And they just fucking run. Oh no!
Yeah, no, being rude isn't cool because they're not being rude. They're doing what they think is right. And while I don't agree with them, I'm never going to disagree with somebody's thought process.
Yeah, they're
Fine.
advertising.
Be polite about it, and they have been. I have no problem with it. Stop coming to my door at 9 a.m. Did you remember the lube?
Yes.
Holy shit.
It's legendary.
Okay, San?
Oh my god, yes.
I think we have a new item for the Gabriel, I need permission to turn that into an actual doormat and sell it at the fucking Dragon table.
Don't worry, we'll make it happen.
Holy shit.
Did you remember the lube?
Oh my god, I hate how my brain does this. I was like, damn it, I have another good one.
Holy shit, Dave. How the fuck did you...
We were on the road and
Well done, man.
in Indiana. We just saw a huge thing on the side of a building that says the lube. I'm like, what? In nice cursive.
Nice cursive.
And what was it?
Lube and steaks.
Steak and lube. Yeah.
Remember Quaker State?
Yes.
Quaker State.
Quaker steak and lube. Yeah.
It was obviously a Quaker State repurposed into actually what I would say, very Chicago-style restaurant. Because I don't know, have you ever been to the Violet Hour? Do you know what that is?
No, but I really was hoping you were about to say they repurposed it to a sex shop.
That would be even better. No, it's a steak store.
And it's like, no, we don't even need to change the sign at all. Just tear down one word. Done.
Oh my god.
But that's what they did. Yeah. It's Quaker Steak. It's Quaker Steak and Lube. They kept the sign up, Quaker Steak and Lube, and you can still tell it's obviously a repurposed garage. The doors that slide up and down, they just replaced with big, broad windows.
Awesome.
They have a big outdoor eating. It really reminds me of there's another, in Chicago, across the street from Violet Hour, is a old mechanic shop that they just took the office, turned it into a kitchen, and they serve tacos out of there. It's a big outdoor seating. They didn't repurpose the garage or anything. It's still a garage. They redid the floors, opened the doors. It's an indoor-outdoor seating, outdoor seating.
There's a lot of places in Michigan that do that, too.
I love that shit.
It's awesome.
Repurpose, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's so much cheaper, and honestly, the look, if you really take care of it, if you just take a shit building and keep it a shit building, it's still a shit building.
There's a place in...
But it's such a cool look.
There's a place in Michigan called Twin Peaks.
I'd love that, Nez.
And they have 3 double bay garage doors. So 2 car wides, 3 of them.
Yeah.
Floor to ceiling. In the summertime, all 3 of those go up.
I love that.
It's so cool. I do have another commandment, though.
Okay.
your Wi-Fi must be a pun or passively corrupt the locals.
Yes.
Actually, our Wi-Fi is the name of my old comedy troupe. Content removed.
Ah.
That's our Wi-Fi.
You know. Do you remember what my Wi-Fi is?
I remember it was funny. I don't remember what it was.
I want to change it. I want to keep messing with it. If no one's ever heard me, if no one's ever heard this, there is an underlying fantastic joke.
Nice to
Wi-Fi
kill.
name, be gay, do crimes.
I like
my
it.
Wi-Fi name is Scrawny Clown Snatch.
Oh Jesus!
That's not the best part. Where I'm at. Do you remember visiting where I'm at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 religious establishments 3 houses down from
That
where
makes me
one of them is like a K-5 school. The other one's like an actual religious temple or church over there. I want to say it's of a Christian
So
sect.
it shows up on their list when they got a fucking Wi-Fi.
You go to the end of my
login.
block and you will see it because my phone still tries to connect to the Wi-Fi. And by the time I get to the end of the other block where the church is, it then goes, I give up on Wi-Fi, I'm going to 5G. So I know it can reach it.
Awesome.
So there's all these generic names where it's like AT generic letter number sequences, and suddenly it's just Scrawny Clown Snatch.
That's the one. You always do that one.
Fuck.
Hey, Zan, look what Seamus said.
What's that?
You can always tell when a building used to be a Pizza Hut.
Uh-huh.
Zan was just talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, I was in Lombard, my old hometown around Chicago. I swear, we have this old Taco Bell.
Hell yeah, B.
It was a Pearl. They didn't know Eyeglass Hut.
Yeah.
And now it's just empty, and I think they tried to turn it into a government building because there's a bigger one behind it. It's mostly empty, and they have American flag out front. And I just love that turning into an official. Oh my God!
No.
Never let the Taco Bell die.
Also, status. That sounds amazing. That's what we're looking for in Chicago. Did you see this? They're repurposing the Rainforest Cafe in Chicago to a dispensary. They took down nothing. Now we're talking.
There you go.
We found our new favorite dispensary. It's called the Green Door. It is off exit 41 on I-94 in Michigan. They are the nicest group of bud tenders I have ever met. From the security at the door to the people behind the stuff counter where you can buy paraphernalia to the people in the lab itself. First off, it doesn't feel like you're in a fucking sterilized hospital, which I love. It's just a nice place. And number 2, just everyone there is so friendly, so I found out why. There's another dispensary blocks away from that one that's a chain. And they were so sterile and just kind of jackasses to their employees that one of the guys figured out that they could open their own dispensary, and they're just fucking the big dispensary over there to the point where they're keeping their prices lower than the fucking established franchise dispensary and keeping in competition with them because genuinely they're just nicer.
That's so funny.
Fucking rocket.
Wouldn't you like to know? Kristen, welcome to the chat. Wouldn't
Hey,
you like to
what's
know?
up?
Kirsten?
It's
I can't.
YR.
Thank you.
Kirsten.
I can't read shit.
But there's this has just got really interesting. Message me if it's okay, if you mind if I share some information. That is someone that I met online months ago, and I shared the chat information.
Oh no!
Oh, cool.
Oh, a cobalt!
Ah!
She's someone I'm interested in dating.
Oh!
like loosely seeing and dating, so...
Well, in that case, it's time to talk about something else.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Your cool shirt.
A day dating Sigma.
Yeah, there's only so much I'll talk about.
Yeah, no, you're not going to have to talk. We're going to make shit up.
Yeah, how about them bears?
No, when you date Sigma, when they show up at your house, they will pick you up at the front door. Literally, they drive into your living room. Property damage is their fetish.
Ah! All right, Cobalt. So
You're like right on par with everything.
That's
just 10 words.
That's just a good intro. I mean, if you want to meet someone, you gotta damage their house. Otherwise, because that's what Ben Franklin said. You want them to owe you, or have them do a favor for you. What better favor is hey, I just wrecked your house, so now you have to deal with me.
Cobalt.
Ah!
You're horrifying.
It's a Ben Franklin trick.
Stop saying everything's a Ben Franklin trick.
Everything's Ben Franklin trick.
You were standing in the
That
shower,
dude-
spinning and peeing, saying Ben Franklin.
That guy got so much French snatch. He's a master, and made a kite. That was electric.
It was not an electric
It was an electric kite.
It was not an electric kite.
He beat the British with an electric kite. I saw it on
Get a mini kite and attach it to your nipples and spin around.
Yeah, I saw it on Dynasty Warriors. American Revolution.
Oh my god.
I want it so bad.
I miss that game.
I want that game so bad.
I'm sorry. Dynasty Warriors American Revolution.
Yeah, come on. Are we still kobolds?
Yeah, for a few more.
Oh god. That's how I learned about Chinese history. Is by being a guy who just killed hundreds of Chinese people. Oh, I'm sorry. KO. You KO. It says knockouts. Even though you wield a giant blade, you knock out thousands of Chinese people. And then it says, oh no, it's Lubu. And that's how I know Lubu is the biggest badass in history.
We were what? You're out of Cobalt. First off,
hell yeah.
Love is in the air.
Psycho Cody, thank you for that sub, friend. Seriously appreciate it. And Love is in the Air, we were Kobolds at the time. Ready? This is going to be hard.
Oh God.
Please don't fall off the couch again. Ready?
Lord. I just totally...
Tongue fucking.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes,
Tongue
Dynasty Warriors for
fucking
the win.
Jesus.
I played so much of that. Like I did weekend
Gray
sleepover
Foxen.
things with my friends playing Dynasty Warriors nonstop.
Oh my God.
It was my jam as a kid. I played so much of that. How many of the characters do you remember outside of Lububo?
I remember a few of the Three Kingdoms. There was a lot of games about the Three Kingdoms, and we got
really?
a lot of those.
Well,
oh yeah.
It's an amazing point in history.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of debate as to whether, like, how much of it was real or not because there's so much going on.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I know that was after the written word, but at that point, yeah, you
Cow.
can't- anything that's over 1,000 years old, it's hard to justify.
What I was gonna say was the part I know is
Yes, Cao Cao. Seamus, naming one of the characters off. I can't remember. And Seamus, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to default to you. Real fast. There's the one character from the blue faction. I can't remember the actual name of the character or that faction, but he's got a long ass fucking Buster Sword looking thing with an eye patch. My favorite guy every time.
That might be Cow. I
Nope.
couldn't remember. No,
I
it's
know
not
it's
Cow.
not because Cao is the blue faction leader.
He's a
he
dude-
has a regular straight sword.
He's the dude who apparently took the arrow out of his eye and ate his eyeball.
Nope, that is not.
Oh, is somebody else?
That's not Cao Cao.
Oh, okay.
That's one hell of a story.
That was his.
Yeah, no.
That was his ending when he won their
That's
story
the
in Dynasty
beginning
Warriors.
of appetizers. Somebody saw that from across the field and thought, I want to spend the rest of my life as a chef.
His name was Bob.
Xiaodun.
Shish kebab.
Shish
Thank you.
kebab.
I think it's it's Xiaodun.
Xiaodun? Okay.
Oh my God. Hydrate.
Koenig. Koenig, I believe. Koenig or Koenig.
Yeah.
Xiaodun. He was my favorite. Had a massive sword and pretty much just like Asian Cloud
Hell
with a
yeah.
missing eye.
Fuck
And
yeah.
his fighting style was my jam. Couldn't play anyone else. He was my favorite.
Oh, my favorite was the super flaming femboy who had
That's
the
like
fans.
50%.
I know.
Oh, yes. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, now you know what I'm talking about. Where they're like, is the battlefield pretty? I was like, what part of his thing? What?
Oh, yeah. No, he's like hella gay.
Hella gay. I loved it. Like I said, that's how I learned shit. I learned about the Yellow Turban Rebellion.
Hell
I learned they have a wizard apparently
Thank you, Gray.
Yep.
that said, "You flaming idiots!"
You flaming idiots!
You remember that? Hell yeah.
Dynasty Warriors dealing with Korean or Japanese history. Discuss. Chinese history. John.
Ooh.
I'm not.
I think they've done the Japanese history thing. Yeah.
I think I've said this. Unfortunately for me, until the end of my high school career, you want to talk about it. I don't want to say they were bad teachers. There was nothing fun about history. Like, I love history now. I watch so many fun documentaries. You showed me so we were sitting watching some anime. It doesn't matter. We were watching some anime, and they're about to introduce the champion for the human race. And somebody walks out,
Ragnarok.
and Zan Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And Zan immediately goes, "It's Lubu!" I'm like, what? What the fuck? Like, I thought they were having a stroke. I didn't know what was going on. And then it was Lubu.
Legendary.
I was very impressed.
I'm like the one motherfucker you never want to mess with ever.
Yeah. No, you
in a
nailed
video
it.
game. You
But
would
yeah,
just
no.
yeah.
Like for years, my fucking history was nothing but here's an event, here's a date.
Yeah.
Here's an event, here's a date. Here's an event. Here's a date. And like, fuck that. So until I went to
drier than
college,
British humor.
Yeah. Well, like, you would get you remember homework of science and history class?
Oh,
like,
yeah. Oh, my
discuss
God.
this person. I was there before Wikipedia. I'm old enough to be pre-Wikipedia, but that information was still online.
I am too. By a hair.
It was there. It was
By
there.
a hair. I was still in the college, or not college. I was still in the middle school and high school range that they were like, you can't use Google.
I was just
And
before they
it
knew
was
that was a
Ask
possibility.
Jeeves.
Hotbot for me. Hell yeah. Oh, look.
Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves. That's
Get the
hysterical.
encyclopedias out.
My parents used to have a full encyclopedia set at home.
Did you have one?
But I didn't have. Wait, in our basement a long.
In your
time
basement?
ago.
Yep. Everyone.
Long time ago.
They used to be sold door to door.
One real quick thing I wanted to say is stupid that Dynasty Warriors is amazing.
Top hat, true.
Status
Nisbet
true.
mentioned Japanese history. They did that with Samurai Warriors to
Did
cover
they?
some Japanese history, and then they had the balls to do a crossover by saying there was like a portal or something, and the Japanese history guys and the Chinese history guys got that, and they all have to fight for some reason.
Oh my god.
They did a history crossover.
Oh my god.
So weird. I love it.
I've had Google since elementary,
Fuck
you
you,
old
Status.
farts. God damn it, Status.
Oh,
That's hysterical. I feel time thanks to that.
I feel time. When you really want to feel time, you mentioned something that was popular when you were a kid. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Oh,
you know how
shrooms?
those get those? Oh, like crisscross, people wearing their clothes backwards. Kids in my class.
Color changing clothes.
Hypercolor.
Hypercolor.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude.
I'm lost.
Hypercolor t-shirts are like it would change with your body temperature. So everyone was wearing these shirts and
Thank
pants.
God there were never pants.
There were.
That's the problem, exactly.
Yeah. So basically, it was like probably less than a year thing. Yeah. Like it was around for about a year, but then everyone realized it was stupid because they wear these nice shirts. And their armpits would be a different color because that's always where you're the warmest.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
But it looks like you fucking just sweat your brains out.
Yep.
But people are like, hey guys, check it out. And they're like, oh, and you like breathe on your
Yeah,
shirt.
or when you get an erection and suddenly there's just a
Oh
red
my
spot
God.
right there.
Yep, there it is. I mean, I'm cool with that. Also,
Not surprised.
Shanur says, when I want to feel time, I play Pong. Zan has figured out how to play Pong in their old age in virtual reality.
Ping pong. I love ping pong.
You're actually very good at it. I've watched you play a few times.
Well, I was good in real life, so it translates pretty
Gabriel,
well.
I have some of those still at my parents' place. I was staying there the other night. 90s pop image books.
Oh my god, I
My
remember
parents
that
have
shit.
them because my sister has 2 kids now, so when they come visit, grandma.
Like Magic Eye? You have to cross your eyes a bit to
No,
make it.
the 90s
No,
pop
no,
image
no.
is like you open it up and it's like,
Oh, those are awesome.
my parents still have those because now their grandparents, so when my sister visits, they still have all of those books there.
Wes Anderson stole them all. No.
Oh, Seamus,
That's so
I
cool.
love Choose Your Own Adventure. Choose Your Own Adventure books are alive and well. In furry porn games, it's still just a Choose Your Own Adventure file.
Right? Like
Hey.
I've heard, like I stumble across things on my YouTube feed that like this furry porn changed my life. Like, good on you.
Good on you, right?
Yeah.
Magic. Oh, God, Magic. I could never get a Magic Eye book to work. I was always too stoned.
No, it was just doing it all the time. So that when you did cross your eyes, it was just normal.
I would always try it in the eye office when I was waiting for my appointment. Like, staring at those fucking things.
Like a kobold?
Yeah. Just angrily cross-eyed at every fucking picture.
I can't make it happen.
Going back to it really fast, that just blew my mind away because I would not have actually thought of it like that. So you said you're good at ping pong in real life, and I know you are. I've watched you and Dragor play, and that was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That actually does translate. The VR game is good enough that your skill in real life actually helps.
Yeah, it's a similar rhythm. You just get used to it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Is there a VR billiards game? Because I'd love not to re-level the table every time we play.
Oh my god.
I would be surprised.
I heard it's in VR chat.
That would be.
That's got to be so trippy, though.
Well, it's got to be so. Well, first
Yeah.
off, it would be difficult for me because I do a lean shot to get the angle right. So I would be leaning over with no pool table, trying to not fall over on my face in my living room.
Yeah.
But second off, like billiards is the you know how small the tip of the cue is. You move one length of that over on the ball has a different action. I can't imagine VAR being that precise, where tiny movements like that would actually get the ball to do what it should do.
I think it would.
That'd be amazing.
Because
to me.
how many times do you just hold it and like the line's ever so slightly shaking a
Agreed,
little bit?
but you're moving. Agreed.
Right,
Agreed.
but even if you're steady, there's still micro movements that it is picking up.
That'd be
That's
so.
what I'm talking about.
If that's
it
true,
might be
that would
programmed
blow
in
my
there to have a
mind.
little bit of leeway on it, but I think
right.
it would still matter, and they could get that pretty damn good.
We're gonna catch Alkali in the living room, just in VR with his pool cue. It's like stabbing the TV, like
and a fucking what do you call those? In medieval times, a stockade. That's about the right height. I could lean over it, like, Alkali, do you have the stockade out here? Like, yeah, just for billiards. Don't worry about it. Through the TV. Did I win?
Cookie started. What is that? Is that a train?
But
it's 100 bits.
It is 100
thank
bits.
you.
Cookie Rainbow Cat. Thank you so much for the support, friend. Seriously.
oh my god.
Oh my God. Old school Mortal Kombat.
Define old school.
I played one.
Yeah.
I've played one.
Yeah,
Are we
that's.
talking arcade? Like,
Oh,
at- in a
yeah.
I
box?
played the arcade.
I've done arcade because they had it at Funway that we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
They had it there. I remember as a kid playing around with that. But also, I'm really tempted that when I go home tonight to go into the basement and permanently borrow these systems. We have an old Sega Genesis with an OG Sonic, with an OG Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
And we have the old school NES with an
That's where-
original, several copies of the original Super Mario Brothers.
Pop and lock.
I don't know.
Pog Rock Fury, thank you for that follow. You rock, friend.
Thank you.
But like we have a box like solidly like I'd say like 3 foot by 2 foot that we have the NES in, and it's filled with games.
Oh wow.
And I'm very tempted to, when I go back home, to find it and permanently borrow it and bring it back to my place. Because I also have this N64 with Legend of Zelda and Star Fox and Bomberman.
Hell yeah. I love Bomberman. Did you ever get
next
to
time
do
you guys come
I
Bomberman?
over-
never did Bomberman.
Next time you guys come over, I gotta crack out the N64, get that set up and everything.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, we
Love to
like
do
old
that.
school gaming.
Did you ever play Bomberman at all? Even single
Never
player?
once. Nope.
Okay, it was good about that. You run around a map, you basically trap each other in the bombs that go like 4 directions.
Oh, that sounds
You do a
neat.
bunch of them, and it's fun because like you get to trap each other, and especially when there's 4 of you.
Oh yeah, that
4
would
or
be
more.
fun.
They got up to 8 with the Super Nintendo even. You could have 2
Yes,
multi
because
paths.
Motor City FurCon had,
Yeah.
if I remember right, Motor City FurCon in the video game room. If you've
I
never been
believe
in
it.
there, someone, I think their staff, they have that, and they got the expansion where you could have 8 Bomberman.
Yeah.
An 8-person Bomberman. I don't think anyone touched it.
Oh,
But
that's sad.
they had it. Like, they had the expansions and the cables and all the controllers. It wasn't a ROM. It was the
my
real
God.
thing. Seriously, next time at NFCFC, you guys got to go there. There's
Hell yeah.
old shit that I didn't realize. And they had Virtual Boy.
That's awesome.
They had the eye cancer.
God, Virtual Boy. Now that's an old one.
You know what's kind of interesting? You saw it when we went to the arcade, the Area 15 with the barcade.
Yes.
They have an arcade there that's basically it's like multiplayer Joust, but they need to teach you it a little bit, so it's a little complicated. Everyone's like, stay away from it.
Okay.
But they try to recreate that 4-on-4. Let's all get to
Really?
know each other thing. It's kind of cool.
That's
like
neat. I
I
like
appreciate
that.
that. Yeah. Oh, I've not moved yet, Cookie. No.
Yeah,
That's
no,
gonna be a
Cookie,
while.
We need to. It's going to be a while to find a place. I'm going to take my time and find the right, just like we did with this place. I found a.
You guys are moving?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually. We're with us doing. We're in the outskirts of Chicago. It's a little expensive out here. There are towns that are still in Illinois, relatively close by, that are significantly cheaper than where we're living, and we work from home. We're streamers, so we can kind of be anywhere. So.
Gray's got a great idea.
Let me see.
Where was the
Third one from the bottom.
Real life Bomberman?
Question Master Helper was redeemed. I missed that. Could you find that
Yeah,
one,
I'm trying to
Zanny?
find it.
Appreciate it. There it is. Top Hat Gabriel says, you are able to bring back something from your childhood that isn't around today. What would it be? So, I'll do the easy one. I'll come up with a better one. The fucking taco pizza. I miss it so much.
Well,
Taco
sorry, repeat that question.
pizza.
Something that was at the childhood that's gone that you want to bring back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Something from your childhood that's gone that you want to bring back. We had a pizza place by us that was so over the top good for their taco pizza. Just a slightly modified sauce, insanely fresh ingredients, piled so fucking high that you were cutting through a mound of lettuce, like perfectly seasoned roast beef, tomatoes, black olives, on top of an extra cheesy, kind of spicy, but a little bit of sweet sauce, and a little bit thicker crust that just worked with what this was, served with homemade salsa.
Nice.
Was the best thing. And the worst part, they weren't known for the taco pizzas. They were known for their lake perch and minestrone soup.
And they only went away more recently.
Just 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, COVID killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really hurt. It really hurt.
Sure, hun. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a couple things I want to jot down
Uh,
that you want to bring up at some point.
Absolutely.
If not during the stream.
Oh, absolutely,
afterwards,
hun.
I'd
I
love
get it. I have ADHD. I totally get it.
Oh, yeah.
What was I gonna, I'm gonna forget. From my childhood, I would totally bring back rollerblades. And roller skates. I don't see enough people on wheels.
You don't see enough people on wheels?
You would see people on wheels way more back in the day. Watch an old 80s cartoon. You just got a random cat on wheels. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I am aware, yeah.
Like Heathcliff,
Yeah.
there'd be a skateboard cat, or just no skate, just a cat always wearing skates. People would just be wearing skates and rollerblades just randomly, and I
That's
think enough people got
hysterical.
hurt or
This is all
something.
down with what you just said.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
think,
get
like,
it.
Yeah. I think the difference is people like me.
Yeah.
I remember my friends getting roller skates. You know, one of my friends was almost as big as me. He had to put them on. I fell over 12 times. Now we have skateboards with sticks on them. If we want mobility,
right,
we'll just get a fucking little. What are those called?
Scooters.
Is it called a scooter?
Yeah, a little scooter.
Yeah, scooter.
Just a scooter. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
just scooter.
No, we figured it out. We're going to do that.
B, I
Is
got a
Dragor
couple.
here? I miss Dragor.
Oh,
hey,
hi,
Dragor.
Dragor.
Hey, Dragor. What's up, dude?
Hey.
Also, Ocean's Current, your neighborhood hardware store. You and Weird Al have much to talk about.
Nah. I mean, I have leg warmers. But...
No, you don't.
Oh,
You have a leg warmer, singular. You lost a sock. The giant leg-length sock. We searched the room, Zan. You didn't leave it in the room.
But did you check underneath the furniture?
Yes, because I'm rooming with Zan. Which means somewhere at the Las Vegas airport is a single 5-foot-long pink and black sock.
Yes. That's excellent.
And if you find it, you become trans. That's just how it works.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah. You pick it up. It's like a whole comic book sequence you see often. It's TFC. No,
blades are the inlines as Xerox is the photocopy.
That's funny. That's funny, Dragor.
Oh
I'm
my
trying to think
God.
of something from my childhood, and I'm not trying to use this as a cop out. I literally cannot think of anything. It's like childhood wise, I'm like, there isn't anything that jumps to mind from childhood stuff that like I absolutely want, like would love to have back. Because things from my childhood, I'm staying at my parents' place. There's things in the town that have changed, but it's fairly like not nuanced. God, it's just
Kind
dumb-
of static.
Not static, but it's just dumb shit where it's like, cool, like this is a change and it's actually like an upgrade. But,
Oh, okay.
Like it's nothing where it's like, dang, that went away type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like there was an old ass like solid stone church that was there 3 or 4 years ago. That got taken down.
Oh, really?
I don't think it ever was used, but they tore it down.
Mazu, thanks for that sub.
Thank
and
you.
Now it is a small parking lot adjacent.
Oh.
It's not like parking garage, but it's a small parking lot. The church was never being used, so they just slightly expanded on the parking lot, but then put a park there.
Oh wow.
Okay, replacing with a park, that's at least a
Yeah,
little.
so it's like, cool, we're going to put a park here, but the parking lot that's already there is not going to be big enough, so we'll slightly expand that and then just put a park there.
That's
like,
a
it's
little
actually
bit better.
pretty-
I just hate seeing like good old architecture.
Oh,
get
absolutely.
torn down.
Mazu's-
Mazu, that is wonderful.
Yeah.
Good luck, friend.
I was gonna say congratulations. Seriously, that's awesome. The guy that was gender to that guy just.
Fuck yeah.
So fuck
I was going to
yeah.
say, I was catching up on that right as you
Oh,
said
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's what we do.
yeah.
Yes.
There
Best of
was.
luck on you, Mazu.
We had a roller rink on the edge of town.
Did you?
Yeah, in Lombard roller rink. I think that's where like everything interesting was right on the edge of town. So like it was on the other side of town for me. But yeah, we had one up there.
You know where we go to the Dunkin' when we go past my dad's house over in Palos?
What's that?
The where I stop at Dunkin' all the time on 127th Street.
Yeah.
Right next door is the roller rink
Ah.
and it was horrible. No one would go there. There were fights like every night.
What?
Which always like I don't know if they're doing derby in there or you do but no.
That's
like,
when you turn into a derby. Exactly.
Every night that place had a fight. So
That's you just call it. You just put a sign out that says derby pickup games. Inside.
derby pickup games, dude. I'd watch that.
Here's the other thing. Going back to that, like things in my childhood or whatever, and only minor changes. Like we were also talking about like the stuff because you guys had mentioned like we went to Funway, we went to these other like things. It's like if those had gone away, absolutely, I'd have an answer. It'd be Funway. It'd be those things that I had as a kid, and they were fucking awesome. They're still there.
So that's good.
I'm like, they're still there. So I really don't have an answer that I can think of off the top of my head.
It's
for that right now.
One of the things is like the vibe that they used to have because a lot of us have the best graphics we can even ask for at home. People will go to the arcade to play the new cool shit.
Yeah.
And that is a thing. So less people are going to the arcades for that.
The community around arcades was not something I ever got into.
Yeah.
But you tell me about it, I definitely see what you're saying. That sounded like a lesser version of Furry. A Furry that you got together and didn't have Telegram to keep in contact with each other afterwards.
Yeah.
I will say in terms of like the nostalgia, like old 80s, 90s style, like for those games, yes. But the arcades are still around. You ever heard of Round 1?
Not round one, but we have Galloping Ghost out here.
I've been to round one, yes.
You have been around one, so you know what it is. Round one, if you could essentially take, it's all one floor. You could essentially take Funway, what it's 2 floors, make it all one floor, nothing but arcades.
Nice.
And international arcades. So they've got DDR, they got initial they got the initial D cabinets that link up to each other. They've got some of like the Gundam ones, and like Japanese style culture type games. They have one. They have one that's literally like the game is to flip a table.
I love that one.
Yeah. They have the one where like you smack on the table and like the end goal is to get as much points, but you flip a table. It's excellent. They have that. They have like ticket based games. It is excellent. Next time you come over to the Detroit area, please give me a heads up. I will freaking drive you and carpool you out there. We are going there. It is so fun, but it's just a new gen version of it.
Zan would love that. That's totally their jam.
Yeah.
Me and
a friend went to an and one where I thought it was 2 floors. Maybe it was a different one where they had all the arcades. But there's also a lower floor where they also had like more shit. They had like pool table. They had ping pong tables and stuff. And they had like a big restaurant. You could buy pretty.
Round one has that too.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. Downstairs.
It's one floor at the Round One in Detroit, but they have ping pong, they have dart,
yeah,
they have karaoke rooms too.
That's good for them
as well, and they have a whole like just like Street Fighter style game like aisle out there from like your actual Street Fighter to all your Japanese styles. It's excellent. Dragor, I just saw that you asked if I'd been to MagFest. I don't even know what the hell MagFest is.
Yeah.
So your answer is no. I just don't even know what it is.
MagFest is fun. The Dorsai work that one. I think Dragger usually goes with them. But Dragger, you just going to MagFest this year? Talking about the old video games, you know which one I actually do miss? It wasn't a video game. I miss old school Q-Zar laser tag. The really old one. 2 bases.
Hell yes.
Nice layout. Weird thing in the center that would go off to take the shortcut. But the guns just were guns. 5 sensors, no special items, no nothing. Actual, like, tactical fun. I was in a league for 4 or 5 years.
A handful of those I think are still around, or
They
still
are.
there
They
in
are.
Detroit.
They've
I
been
forgot
upgraded.
about those.
They have been upgraded. Now the guns do weird things. They have special
They have like
powers.
a grenade
And don't get me wrong,
launcher.
it's a fun game.
Yeah.
But the
Ocean
classic
Current knows
bare
it.
bones was what I loved. What's up?
Oh, yeah, Ocean Current knows
I
cues
have
are.
been there.
Oh, Ocean Current knows Qzar. Hell yeah, Ocean.
Yeah, I've been to Qzar, and the only reason why I remember it is because you mentioned the thing in the center, that goes
Oh,
off. Because I
yeah.
went in there, and it scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, they had smoke machines and shit. That was great.
No, literally, I was going through, I was like, this is cool. And as they kept talking about, it actually started building my anxiety, and I got terrified, and I had to bail out.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a
No,
shit.
I get it.
You want to know
Love
something?
that shit.
You guys been here in the Chicagoland area the whole time, right?
Yep.
I was going through some old memories, trauma processing with my parents too.
Mhm.
That's accidental part of the stuff that's happened since coming back home here to visit.
It was Gabriel.
The Kennedy Center.
Oh, hell yeah.
Where
Yep.
they had the enlarged body that's on the ground. You could walk inside the chest cavity and be in the heart and everything. And then they had the dark tunnel in the wall.
Oh, I think I remember that.
I don't remember the dark tunnel in the wall. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because it was something meant for smaller kids. You go in through one door and it's nothing but pitch black, and you have to navigate your way through it in the wall.
I just want to sleep in there.
I thought I got that
I
mixed
went in
up
there,
with.
and that actually caused me to panic, and I had a claustrophobia moment.
Oh no!
No, but that is another thing from my childhood. I was like, I don't necessarily wish it'd be back, but it just brought that memory, and I was like, oh. Shit, that exists. Forgot about that.
I always. Oh yeah, that's not fun. I always have.
There's people on Reddit that talk about it still.
I always have flashbacks of this one childhood moment. My camp made us go to a. They took us to a.
I
You know what I'm
love
talking about
this.
this.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
For our confirmation class, they took us out to the woods, but they had some drawbridges and some very cheap stuff set up. And we were just like, okay, go across this thing. Okay, do this for Jesus. Okay, we're gonna crawl through this pipe. And it was this pipe, and it was I swear 50 foot long, and you had to crawl through it. It was like an Andy Dufresne crawl. You had that much room, and you could just see this tiny hole at the bottom. You had to crawl and crawl and crawl and crawl, and it was so. I might get stuck. I might die.
Anxiety-inducing.
Oh yeah, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Which is kind of fun, but just oh my god, I'll never forget that. And I told him, what reminded me of it was when we went to the City Museum in St. Louis.
It was so cool.
There's so much cool shit, but they also have a tunnel underground you can crawl through. I'd come out the other end. I'm like, oh my god, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Scared the shit out of the adults.
You guys might know what it's called.
Remember the kids?
Yeah.
The tunnel goes underneath a little sitting area and had a window so you look out past their legs to the train room.
Okay.
So kids were in the tunnel and they see the legs and they're like, eh. So we watched some adults just scream and run I love humans.
Legendary. Oh, that reminds me. If I could.
Oh my god,
segue
Seamus.
on that.
Yes.
Speaking of scaring the shit out of kids and/or parents, Brookfield Zoo.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, love Brookfield Zoo.
Their penguin exhibit.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how it's the water builds up and then it comes crashing on the glass and then slides back?
No, that's awesome.
You've never been in that segment?
I don't remember that actually.
We go to the other zoo a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot less.
There's an
crowded.
area that you walk in and to the left it's just this is kind of having you kind of put your brain in the headset of just this is kind of what it's like for life of a penguin type of thing. They have a water tank in front with plexiglass on it, and then above you is a 45-degree piece of plexiglass there. And there's another ledge that's above that will dump water on it, but it builds, and then suddenly it's just, and then it comes crashing onto the 45-degree panel.
Oh.
And then it comes up and then washes back down into the main tank. It rinses, repeats every couple of minutes. Our family went there so much. I love the penguin exhibit. We always went there. I think the last time that our family went there, we decided, hey, let's have some fun with this. It's an automatic process. Some of the kids don't know this. We're sitting in the back and we're people watching. We're seeing parents coming in with their 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds. They're watching it. Water comes crashing down. The kids are like, ah! They get panicked for a second. My brother's in the back. Some of those people leave. The next group of people come in. We're still chilling in the back. We're watching this happen. Several parents and their kids come in. There's a kid on dad's shoulders, and we're watching them all. And there's kids down right by the plexiglass. Oh my god, look at the plexiglass. My brother from the back goes, push the button. There is no button. Kids are looking around like, where's the button? Where's the button? Water crash. All of them jump. The kid on the shoulders of the dad like loses his mind. Oh my God. We stayed there for another 20 minutes just fucking around with everyone else.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
It was the best.
Oh my God, I love it.
Holy shit.
So periodically we're just sitting in the back, we're like, push the button. Start looking around.
Nisbet, I do prefer metal dice, but we have a glass table that we play on, so
Yeah.
plastic dice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Seamus.
That reminds me how you used to
Going
push
back-
the button for car washes when we were kids. Every car wash I had had something for kids. You could push the button to wash your car.
Really?
Yeah, there was an elephant, and you could spray it. Would spray out of the trunk and go and wash the car. Like, oh, I did it.
That was the only good part. There was a laser tag place. It was a generic mom and pop one. They just built it over where we used to do bowling with the furries.
Mm-hmm.
There was a laser tag place there that was inside the arena, a 3-floor jungle gym. Like there were ramps, you could get up into towers, but the facility also had a second floor. So along 2 lines, there were laser cannons that you could just drop a quarter in and just fucking ping people from the fucking viewing deck. Oh, it's so annoying, but kind of awesome.
It's amazing.
Like if one of your friends was in there and you wanted them to lose, you brought a lot of quarters.
Ah,
Yes. Hey, Jeff, how's your accuracy now? Pew! Fuck off.
that's amazing.
I can't remember. What I don't know is if you could disable them. I want to say there were targets on them that you could disable them, but that might be something I just put in my mind because I always wanted it.
Do you guys probably know this? I have to ask this because my brain is fuzzy on it. And I actually want to use this being another question to bring up to you guys too. Is there's a science museum activity center out here? I think it's SciTech.
The Museum of Science and Industry.
Yeah.
SciTech, I think they call it.
We just call it the Museum of Science and Industry. I'm sure
they have
there's
like a green
shortened
screen
word.
thing there where like you can like jump and it like takes a picture and then like the shadows like stay on the wall.
Ooh.
Would not be surprised. They have a ton of interactive stuff. That's the place with
they also have one where
mine.
there's like a ceiling to wall or ceiling to floor like wind.
Tornado. Yep, that's
yes,
Museum
same
of
one.
Science and Industry.
Yeah.
That I'd love to be able to go to that again.
Oh, it's total. We do that probably once every few years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like they change enough that every time we go, it's fun. They also
I'd
do.
love to go there again.
They do a night for members.
Ah,
Some of our
yes.
friends are members that have guest passes. And they serve wine, and you get 4 drink tickets. So they do
Can
wine.
you imagine
and
doing like that with like me? Like I'm saying like me,
Oh.
you, Boozy, Alkali, Kage.
We went with
Luna.
all my drunk friends. Yeah, I can
But
imagine.
just drunk furries going in there doing shit.
Yeah.
We were so rambunctious.
That was fucking great.
And of
That's
course,
like half the fun. It's
well, of
half the
course,
fun.
I just went up to the bar. I'm like, hey, so how you guys doing? It's like, oh, fine. And you could tell. It's like, oh, so you're the volunteers, huh? I was like, yeah. So you're not getting paid, huh? Yeah. Where's your tip jar? Like, oh, we don't. Here's a 20. I have drink tickets. Would you like them? They said nope. And they just started handing me fucking. Holy shit.
Nice.
Hydrate.
I'm out.
Oh.
Ferming at the museum would be amazing. Oh, you need more? Give me your cup.
Water.
Water.
One water.
That I want more dirty bean juice to drink.
Oh,
I can make more dirty bean juice now.
I got another Starbucks double shot in that bag.
Hell yeah. There you go. You're prepared.
I got sick of having to watch ads anytime I came back to the stream.
Yeah.
Status, you're amazing.
That's how they
Thank
get you. Thank
That's-
you.
They say that after being subscribed for 14 months.
It's status. Status knows.
Status actually real quick.
Oh,
just 'cause
German submarine is awesome.
I potentially want to bring it up, but I do want to ask you something, so I am going to DM you real fast. I'm trying not to be on my phone, but this is something I have to go to you for.
Oh, I'll get you.
Go to an art museum in fursuit and pretend to be an exhibit. You got to break into like the fucking like Ice Age, the displays, the wax displays, and just stand in there as a freaking get Sarathan.
Oh, there you go.
The big Sarathan fursuit.
Yeah, it's Sabretooth. Come on.
So
Put them in the Christian Museum. They'll believe it's.
I
it was
know
that
you
back
had
then,
I
you
know you had a fursuit.
I get that status.
You had a fursuit at one time.
I still have it. I still have
Still
it.
there.
Yeah, I'm just too large.
All tied to it, obviously. You have yours. I had mine. Question
Sammy's
that I
got
want
like
to tag.
3.
Question that I want to tag onto that is, what is one of your most memorable? What is your most memorable moments or favorite memories of being a performer or entertainer in costume.
In suit. Okay.
Whether it is a fursuit, whether it is a fursuit or any other sort of cosplay thing, doesn't matter. It could even be
Does
like
my
Halloween shit.
alkali get up count?
No.
Damn it.
No, it has to be in a completely different like cosplay type of thing.
Oh, okay. I got one.
Yeah,
I got
like,
one.
it could
but
be
Zan,
like Halloween.
You actually
it could
fursuit.
be like,
Why don't you go first?
Yeah, it could be Halloween. It could be like at an anime convention, that type of stuff. Just something where you are otherwise not like your face otherwise would not be like showing herself.
Exactly.
And you're embodying a completely
Embodying
embodying a completely different character.
Absolutely. Well, I was myself as Xander.
It embiggens the smallest soul.
It does. It does. It was funny. Just kind of related. I was bouncing around as Xander and really early in my suit and everything. This is way back in MCFC. Ryan goes, "Oh my God, you're cute. Hey," I was like he's like hitting on me and says, "Oh, I'm a dragon. Yeah, cool. Like, hey, like we're hanging out. Hey, I want to stop by here real quick. Give me a second. Oh yeah, sure. Stop on there." Full on pup party. I've never seen it before. I didn't even know what it was.
Oh shit!
And then I like, oh hi everyone. I see someone in the corner. Hey Xander. Oh hi.
Oh fuck.
It was so fucking funny. So fucking funny.
I've actually got two, but I want to hear what Alkali's is.
Oh, I have a weird one.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Real quick, and this is kind of sad, but it is like a life experience that was actually beneficial. But okay, long story short, Nero helped me experience racism. I know that sounds really fucking weird, but hear me out.
I don't know, but I don't
LARPing.
know if I should.
Okay. Well, let me explain.
Explain.
Let me explain.
You're good.
I'm a blue dragon. I'm like, I'm gonna be a blue dragon. I go there as a blue dragon. I put like blue face paint on my face and shit like that. I'm a blue dragon at this event. Well, guess what? I did not know in the storyline that they were at war with blue dragons and everyone was like super on edge about blue dragons. I did not know this. They're like, everyone's like giving me this side eye. I was like, what are you doing here? And shit, like, I was just like, what is happening?
That's a rough one. That is a rough one. You know what the worst part is?
Oh.
I forgot what colors we were at war with. So when you're like, yeah, I'm going to play Blue Drake. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. That'll be great. I'm like, shit. Well, this will be awkward.
Oh, it was fucking amazing afterwards. Like, okay, yeah. That's what happens.
No, it is not status.
Also, real quick question before I go to the cacophony. What the hell is being said when that happens?
Chainsaws!
Oh,
Jesus!
I keep hearing Jesus!
Jesus!
No.
Chainsaws for Jesus!
This one I sent to the store once. I had to stay home, do something. I sent them to the store with a list. They came back and said, Zan, did you get everything? Dead silence from the kitchen. I go out there like, Zan, did you get everything? They look at me and chainsaws! And I fucking lost my mind. So that's been an inside joke with us forever.
Give a list of an ADHD person. If you give them a list of things to do, at least one of those will be lost. Usually the first one or the last one. Probably the first one. But anyway.
Probably the first one.
We're still supposed to be kobolds.
Hey, there's one here.
We're kobolds.
This will end well. That was like a whole moment ago.
That was a whole moment ago. All right, enjoy this cigarette, which is allowed to be smoked on Twitch.
Oh, yes.
Oh, just a cigarette.
Oh, the fizzy variety.
A cigarette. Yep. You can smoke cigarettes on Twitch.
Fizzerette.
You
can smoke me.
Cigarette. Cigarette.
Yes, I have a little bean that can smoke.
Status, God damn it. Give an ADHD a person a list of things to do, and you are giving them a list of things that will not be done.
That is a fat lie.
Kobolds are very proficient in chainsaw.
If you give me a list of things to do, I will turn that list of things where each item has a list of its own things.
Oh my God.
That's how you do it. Yeah, exactly.
So, it was LARPing. I was running, we had a year where my team ran the entire LARP. So we got to do the storyline. The person who owned the chapter decided that they weren't going to be, they wanted to play for one. So it had been 13 years that this chapter was in existence. He had never played his own game. So they gave us carte blanche. So we wrote a year-long storyline. And finally it came time for the, overarching villain. I like to have a cohesive story. There was a lot of stuff going on, but we still had the big baddie.
Yep.
We got Jen. to take a day. So we were doing this at 10 o'clock at night was when it was going to happen. Jen had me skip dinner and sit down and started applying the makeup. So she totally latexed my face so that she could start ripping pieces off this side of my face to give it depth.
Yeah.
And burned. I mean, gorgeous. I looked like I had just stepped out of a fire, burn victim this side of my face.
Outright Two-Face.
This side of my face was supposed to be his other half, which was he was basically a pestilence type character.
Okay.
He had a lot of power over disease and basically taking away your abilities. So this side, since she already had the baseline of liquid latex that was kind of skin colored, this is one of the scariest things for me because I don't like needles. She had to pull it slightly away from my face and took a needle and was injecting it. She wasn't injecting me. Oh, yeah.
No,
yeah.
I feel you on the needle thing. I am phobic of them. So
I am too, but Jen, I trust.
Yes.
So Jen then started blistering this side, filled with stage pus, basically,
Right.
and just did all that shit to this side, painted it up, and I looked grotesque with, okay, this is a fucking creepy looking thing. It took 4 or 5 hours to do. We laughed the whole time. So the module happens. We are in a pitch black. It was a barn. It was supposed to represent a cave at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It is 10 o'clock at night. Cloud cover, pitch black. And we have orbs floating around. What they were was those really thin glow sticks, the ones you can like spin over your head.
Yes.
So we designed those and used packing tape, clear tape, so we could hold them without blocking any of the light. It was two concentric circles, then one weird like triangle thing floating around, and they finally came together. It was 4 players playing a face like the size of me. And they're just the one, Hannah was kneeling on the ground, she had the mouth, was holding her tabard over it, dropped it down. So they're all discussing what's about to happen with Chaos Face, the Lord of Chaos, which, the eyes would just fly off in random directions because they're chaos. And I had to stand behind them in dead silence in a pitch black room with the only light being 6 glow sticks at the other side of the room, and I'm waiting, and I'm standing, and I'm waiting, and finally Chaos Face says the line, which was their exit. So they riffed out. My guys throw the sheets over the thing, so they immediately disappeared. And my lighting and sound team started just playing this huge thunder crack, the thunderstorm noise.
That's
and all
awesome.
of the lights right around my feet. Those tap lights?
Uh-huh.
They had them wired to one. Fucking Kristen. Kristen was maybe as far from me as you are. So, face disappears, huge thunder crack, they hit the lights, and there I am wearing that. Kristen turns around, screams, throws herself into her friends, and then calls us a hold to pause the game. We're like, oh my God, are you okay? She goes, I peed. Best moment.
Oh my God.
Best moment.
That's excellent. There's
That's
a lot of stuff
fantastic.
That
there was
was
a hydrate in there.
Oh, is there? Thank you. I gotta hydrate.
Oh, that's an actual hydrate.
So I've got.
Oh
two,
my God, Seamus.
I've actually got 2 stories. This I think really, when I go think back on my memory, is like this was probably like one of the first early moments in my life that I look back on and go, I was destined for some type of like entertainer, performer, furry type bullshit.
I get that
So,
too. Oh, thank you for subscribing, AJ. Seriously.
Dude, you rock. Thanks, man.
So it's Halloween shortly after Lord of the Rings first one, Fellowship of the Ring, came out.
I love that movie.
So it's still being its thing. Hydrate. It's still being its thing. A lot of people are in on it. My mom is a seamstress. She's a stay-at-home mom, but she's just really good at it.
Awesome.
So we wanted to do. Most of our costumes are homemade, not like S tier level, but like
still homemade costume. That's fucking amazing.
A B tier type stuff. But I loved the ring wraiths. I loved them. So I was just like, Mom, for Halloween, I want to be a ring wraith. And that was probably when I was like 14 or 15. But my family on our block, we're the oldest. Everyone else is younger than us.
Mm-hmm.
So in comparison to all the other kids, we're still like towering over.
Good luck, Shiner.
That
the last time that I did it, I was going around as a ring wraith, but in our area, like at a certain age, it's like you're not allowed to trick or treat.
Yeah.
Our block didn't abide by it. They're just like, fuck it. Like, just
Good.
go. But what I did was I actually got in the ring wraith get up. But I stood, there's like a small, there's the door where the front of my house is, there's a porch and a little drop off where there's a garden. Sorry that my hand went that way. But there's a tiny little like 6-inch drop off where it goes over into the garden. I stand in that garden area, but I'm like leaning against the house like I'm a dummy. 6 inches to my right is the doorbell.
Oh, nice.
To the home. And I just stood there and just kind of like acted like I was just like a dummy, and I had like a fake sword that I was like holding on to.
Classic.
And I'm just standing there, and I'm just waiting for my moment. And as they're coming up, people are like, "Oh my God, is that real? Is it real?" And they're like getting close, and they get terrified. They run away. And the parents are like, "No, I go up there." I'm not doing this to kids. If it's a kid that comes up, I immediately take the mask off.
Yeah.
Because it's a
No,
one-way.
I get you.
I immediately take the mask off, and I show it's just like, hey, it's me, and I'm super nice about it. I'm only doing this like to the semi-older kids. Terrified. They're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I've done it several times. Favorite moment. A group comes up, they're like, I'm not scared of you. They get closer, they get a little more shaky. And I'm like, I don't know if I should be like gaming in on this. They're still like, okay, you know what? It's got to be fake. And I'm like, yes. I've held my breath long enough that they can't tell that I'm breathing. They go.
I know how that goes.
They ring the doorbell. My mom answers it. She goes like, hi. They go trick or treat, and she's like, my parents respond. It's like, do you want to trick or? This is not scripted. My parents like, you want some trips? They want some treats. Like, no, we want a trick. And I'm like, deal. And I go reach out for the kids. One of them tumbles back, falls back on the porch onto the grass. Everyone's laughing. The parents are up on the sidewalk. They lose their minds. They thought it was hysterical.
Exactly.
They're just like, you played that really well. I was just waiting for the moment, but I was also gauging them to see if I should do it.
Love it.
That is first story. And I absolutely loved it.
Before you go to number 2, I just got to say, Halloween is still one of my favorites because that's the holiday. We all need to remember that it is for the kids. And I love seeing the kids in the costumes, but also the parents should have a good time too.
Yes.
And no parents have had a better time than the ones who came to my door.
Liz wants
kids.
to know what the reaction is like. Oh, she lost it too. She thought it was
what
hysterical.
was your mom's
My
reaction?
mom's reaction.
I'm
Because
sure
was not,
she loved
she
it.
didn't see any of the interaction before she came up to us, so she just opened the door. She's like, "Hey, like trick or treat." I do my thing. My mom thought it was hysterical.
You used your mom's costume to make a kid piss themselves. Of course she loved it.
They were like 12, 13. Like if they were something where it's like, oh, they're like at like my belly button height or whatever and lower, I'm like, I'm not screwing with the kid. If they're that nervous where like they can't take 6 feet up the sidewalk to get to the window, I'm like, nope, mask is off.
That's not a kid, that's a child. We don't mess with the child. Kids, fuck them.
Yeah, if the
Fuck
kids,
that.
kids are walking up a possible swagger, I'm like, target acquired.
The possible swagger.
Fucking game on.
You got swagger, it's time to hagger. That's not a word.
You gotta knock that fucking kick down a few pegs,
gotta knock him down a few pegs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah, top
Speaking
hat.
of that swag, my university that I went to. So we were talking about how I went to community college, graduated, I went to my university. I was a resident assistant, which already there's a bunch of dumb stories that I have with that I could share. But
I bet
the resident assistants on our side of campus, I think it was technically East Side campus, we do a haunted house every year that the RAs host, the RAs run. And we just like, okay, cool. If we're really good with our money, we can actually just pool our money together across the entire East Campus, and we can use it to expand on the haunted house. And we took the entire lower floor of one of the dining halls that had been like shut down, repurposed, so it was going to get upgraded. So what we did is
steampunking Zanny.
Yes, Danny, yes.
Thanks, buddy.
We went ahead, we got like the thick like 50-gallon like trash bags that are like opaque as shit. We got those, we blocked out every bit of light. And we had different themes as we were going across it. Like, so when you came in, it was like, cool, like here's like the haunted forest, and then here's like the psycho clown room, some of like the traditional ones. But this was right when Slender Man was starting.
Oh, I love Slender Man.
And Slender Man was starting to like pick up a lot of steam. Like Markiplier was doing his thing. Jacksepticeye, they were all playing Slender Man.
Hey, Zan, Slender Man, wife goals.
Slender they.
Slender they. There you go.
But I had a black suit on because I was going into the auto industry, and I was pretty much being there was one to get the degree, but you're pretty much trying to get your foot in as many doors as you could to get a job. So it was like 2 years of just interviewing. So I had the suit, had the tie, had the white shirt and everything. I spent the money and got myself the one-way like Zen tie, like just the face.
Yeah.
So I looked like Slender Man. And then I got I took my black tube socks that I had used for my dress pants, and I put those over my arms to make them look further elongated, but also to embody the Slender Man thing. The very last segment, because you're going through all of these, you're getting the shit scared out of you, the very last bit, and you see the red exit sign that's above the door, is another haunted forest thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a strobe light in there, and they timed it to the slowest thing possible.
Oh.
And I'm Slender Man.
Ah, okay.
So it would blink, and
Nice.
you'd see me.
Wonderful.
And then I would move, and it would blink.
Yeah.
And you would see me.
That is the practical effects that make LARPing so fun to me. Like, that's how you doing the Slender Man thing. That's how we did Mr. Hands.
That was even the best part of the story, but yes.
Well, but that's how you do it. Like, black light, white hood. Okay, they saw me in the suit. They saw me wearing a black suit. They saw white hands. They saw the white head. Then we turned out the lights and the black light. But what they didn't see is in the moment that we turned everything, my hands went behind my back and my buddy's hands came through my arm.
So you got freestanding hat.
Well, but it looks like mine. So
Right.
they see the weapons, they see the face. There's a bit of light, but they really can't see Tim behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And they definitely didn't see the 10 other NPCs who all had white gloves on, who
Ah.
are now opening their hands around the room. And then me standing there very still with the white head, and all the hands go out with all the weapons. You can't hurt them. They had like stuff like that, the practical effects. You were trying to say something.
I was reminded of when that was hot with the Slender Man being really all everywhere the place. You scared me out of the darkness. You were wearing your all black. I was like,
I forgot.
You were in the hallway, and I'm just like, oh god, it's not Slender Man.
Oh, you fucking killed me.
I felt so bad. I just fired
you
out.
only felt bad because that was your literal gut reaction, and that was one of the funniest fucking things you had said to me in a long time.
And I'm just like, I'm sorry.
That was so goddamn good.
It's not Slender Man.
Steampunk Ying hot or
So
steampunk
good.
Ying high, but the Slender Man thing that was just like my role because we wanted to be like okay, like kind of wind down, but you're still in the haunted house.
Oh yeah.
So it made it a really easy thing to be a part of it. So I was doing that.
Good luck, Top Hat.
Between the show, laps that people would do in there. Since I was at the very end where there was then the glass. There was just ceiling to floor, just glass because it used to be something else, but it was just ceiling to wall glass. So it's the tarp. There's some space, and then the ceiling to wall glass. And I'm dressed as Slender Man. I go ahead when someone wasn't going through there. I stepped out of the actual haunted house between the blackout trash bags and the glass. And I decide, between people coming in here, I'm gonna fuck with them. So I step out, and I'm between those two. I see several students coming down, and I just stand there, rock solid. And they see me.
I love you,
There's
Sue.
several points of context in here which add to it. What I miss.
Don't worry about it.
It's a Sue is.
We'll explain later.
Joke from yesterday. We'll tell
Okay,
you.
cool,
Keep
cool.
Going. We'll tell
I was
you.
like,
We'll
did I
tell
miss
you.
something?
Yes, yes, but you couldn't have known.
No, that's fine. So I'm between the glass and the black trash bags. See a group of students come down. Small group of like four kids or whatever. And it's in Southern Illinois, so there's a bunch of like various like races in there. In this particular group, and I'm saying this because it matters because the reaction was phenomenal. There's like a Hispanic descent. There's one Caucasian, black male, and then a black female in there too. And there's actually a second black guy in there too. One of the black individuals, they must have been like on a group date or something. He decides to play hard ass. He's like, oh, I ain't scared of you. He's coming in there with hard energy, and this is like 30 feet away.
My relaxation status.
Yeah, he starts playing hardball and like playing tough. 30 feet away from the glass. I'm like, game on. I saw that. He goes ahead. He sees that. They mess around. They start coming in. They come by me. I don't move. So I'm looking this way. They come past me over this way. And I watch them. They get past. They get in line to register. I disappear from the curtains. So I'm gone.
Nice.
I then go further up the maze towards where the line is. And I'm peeking to make sure they're not that. I don't care the rest about the group except for this one dude because you said something. I peek out. I see he's not looking. Cool. The whole group's not looking. I come out quickly and I stand rock solid at the glass again. I stand there. They're having a good time. Turns around. African American dude's just like, Jesus! And he's like, yep. He's like, man, I ain't scared of you. I'm going to beat your ass when I get in there. Playing hardball.
Oh.
He gets 4 inches from the glass talking shit. And I hear him go, he's like, motherfucker, I ain't scared of you. What are you going to do? Brain goes, game on. Bam! And I smack myself against the glass.
Whoa! Who are you going to call?
Oh my God.
Ass busters.
Smack myself against the glass. So it actually does like bang. There's an actual noise. He gets scared, falls down, and starts booking it.
Yep.
Everyone else loses their mind.
So fun.
I disappear behind
the haunted houses.
I disappear behind the trash bags again. I'm waiting again for him. I disappear, but I keep freaking creeping on him. Group comes by in the maze. I do my thing. I come back. He just finishes registering. I then go closer towards where the actual entrance is, waiting for him. He then gets closer to the line. He doesn't look. I pop back out again. I'm just standing there rock solid again. He's like, I'm sorry, man.
Love it.
I then disappear and I go back to my thing.
Now, you didn't do haunted houses before that.
I've never done them, yeah.
You've never done a haunted house.
Aww.
See, that's wild to me. I want you to do a haunted house so bad.
I think I've done a bad one that was like in the middle of nowhere. I don't think it was quite active. You know, like it's in the middle of kind of a theme park thing.
Yes.
Like somewhere in Indiana. So it wasn't quite.
That's just little jump
Oh, yeah.
That's not the same thing.
No, I want to go to a real one.
What Sigma is doing and what a real haunted house does is it builds that atmosphere.
Yeah, but even then, we were doing this on like resident assistant, like student budget. But for what we did, we actually did a pretty decent job.
Practical effects are not expensive. Practical effects done by a clever group is not expensive.
Yeah.
Atmosphere is cheap if done right.
Seamus, we keep
it's
saying
not haunted.
we want to rent out Steamworks and have the haunted bathhouse. It'd be the best.
Isn't that? I was
That
like,
would
it's
be
definitely
amazing.
haunted only at certain times of the night. There's
There you
usually
go.
some types of moaning.
Well, you
and wailing.
always hear
Oh, I'm coming.
No, you always hear some sort of moaning and wailing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not over the music.
That's wailing Mona.
Oh,
Moaning Myrtle.
That's what it was.
Moaning
I was like, it's
Myrtle.
something Myrtle. 'cause
Always
I
in
just
the
saw it.
always in the stall.
That
Always
was probably one of my favorite moments in like doing stuff at the haunted house, and that's the only stuff I've done.
That's awesome.
There's other stuff I've done at haunted houses. Love being a part of them.
Status, the ghost is gone.
I love being a part of them and
Yeah,
getting
they
that
moved.
experience. I cannot be an attendee to them. I am
I
a
enjoy
little
it.
bitch.
I
The
enjoy it.
last time that I went to one was someone here in Chicagoland. There's like a really famous one out in like Aurora, I think, or whatever, or at least it was known as being like one of the scariest
I
ones.
think you're talking about the literal haunted asylum, a closed down asylum they turn into a haunted house every year.
That sounds
Right,
about
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
something
sure,
that we do
'cause
here
this goes
every
back
year.
to high school for me in 2009,
Oh, yeah.
2010. I went there with my girlfriend at the time. It was not going to work out. She loved it. I was hiding behind her face and her back. I couldn't do it. I
That's
could not do it.
amazing.
I cannot do haunted houses.
You lead.
I
It's like an
love being a
RPG. You're just in a fucking
I
line.
love being a part of the experience, being an actor. I cannot go there of my own free will.
We get
My
it.
brain
You're
is
haunt-
too-
you're-
my
You're
brain is too active.
You're a haunted house top. We get it.
The haunted house top, that's great.
Service top, motherfucker.
Service. That's
I
right. You
would
want to
like
get scared?
Go ahead.
Oh no. Oh, I'm good. I was gonna. I have another Halloween memory. I've told you this before. Our old high voltage software everyone used to dress up for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I went away for a bit and I came back when I went to Volition to work on Saints Row and shit, and I came back because shitty working conditions. Anyway, I come back. I'm thinking, oh yeah, everyone comes dresses up for Halloween, right? I come to fucking work dressed as a ninja. Sit down to my coworkers there just with their fucking jeans and t-shirts. I'm like,
That's so much better, though. That's so much better.
Has anyone just? No.
Another story.
And so I was like hanging around the office dressed as a ninja, getting my coffee, fucking just walking through the hallway and shit. And I booked it home during lunch to redress.
I would have stayed in it all day. What was your
absolutely.
nickname at the other one? Didn't they call
Ninja.
you?
They called me Ninja because
Ninja Novak.
They did because I was the one who'd split when you would like look 5 o'clock. That's the end of our core hours. I was gone.
I don't want you to hear. I don't want you to say that anymore. I don't want to hear that.
What?
You did not split at the end of your hours. You understood how capitalism should fucking work.
Yes.
And left when you should have left.
Peace the fuck out.
No, that's bullshit. I would love, and I really wish this was still around, and I don't know if anyone does it to the extent, but I wish you could have been around for some of the Halloween events at the LARP when we did the Heroes Graveyard, when they truly
You'd mentioned that,
did
yeah.
it. Like, because it's still, furry and LARPers have a lot in common. They have a lot in common, and one of those things is fucking engineering. Oh my god, Nero people were all fucking engineers.
And they're fucking too.
And they were only in the forest.
Oh,
I was just my friends. Fuck off. I was a kobold. No cursing.
Oh, no cursing.
It's gonna be way harder.
Ah, I gotta pee.
So every year you
okay?
go after. This is for you.
Okay, I'm gonna wait.
I would have killed for you to experience the Heroes Graveyard.
Oh.
Every Halloween event, at the stroke of midnight, you could choose to go to the Heroes Graveyard, or you could play one of the bad guys, the NPCs, but you got to be your dead character. Mm-hmm. It was the one night a year you could play the characters that had already died in the game, the Heroes Graveyard. And one year, one of the characters who everyone was waiting to talk to. This is still Kobold?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Chicago Toast first. And glasses?
Yes.
And
here's to you, here's to me, forever friends we shall be. And if we ever disagree, fuck you, here's to me. Clink,
I was
clink.
like, I don't know it, so I'm just like,
No, we knew you didn't know it. That's why we got to swear, because now you're still in the game. Woo. Nope.
Close.
Don't quit your day job.
Oh,
so there we are. Demas had information, but they died before they could give it to everyone. Everyone knew. Everyone knew. So the whole role of the Heroes Graveyard, go talk to Demas, get the information, get out, and accomplish what we're doing. They were so adamant, they had talked about this so much, that the target of the information, I'm going to say that's about a minute, the target of the information was a lich. A lich is dead. The lich killed himself because they knew they would resurrect later at their phylactery. The lich had accomplished everything they needed to be in the Heroes Graveyard. So that night, midnight hit, Demas said goodbye to their friends out of game and went to NPC. They're like, they're going to go play Demas in the Heroes Graveyard. We got to get the info. Whole town gets together. The Heroes Graveyard had just been infiltrated by a lich.
Oh, shit.
So everyone who came to NPC, like, guys, you will all get to play your characters, but we need your help first.
My status.
Oh, Status, you're taking off? Have a good one, hon.
Thanks for the heads up, Status.
Oh, love is in the air.
A little bit of both.
Love you.
Love you too.
So we grabbed all the NPCs. 20 bad guys versus about 50 to 60 players. We went out to the field. The night was totally still. Now, we are adamant about the midnight thing. This is one of the few times we're like, guys, we need an extra half hour. Here's something to do. Give us that half hour. We played in an area that's, we called it the Valley. You actually had to drive down this really bad hill. Like, if it was raining, bad idea. It was so still that when Doug brought out the giant container of ice, the fog machine, all the accoutrements, they were able to build in 10 minutes a ground fogger.
Oh, wow.
So we set the field with these foam a graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
What are those called?
Tombstones.
Thank you. Foam tombstones all over the place. All the NPCs wearing mostly blackout clothes, laying on the ground, and a ground fog that barely fucking covered the tombstones.
Damn.
And then had the players walk in to the lich standing in the background. They had to find Demas. The lich was keeping all the souls in the graves, holding back the hero's graveyard, and they had to fight in a ground fog where they had no idea how many bad guys were literally there, with people literally popping up out of the fog. Some of them are my close friends. They were in my guild when we played the game. We have a rule. It's called the physical contact rule. You may not actually physically touch another person. At times, it is perfectly accepted to go, physical contact? Yeah. And then you can actually, like, you're doing it with a friend. You're a very athletic person. You and I trust each other and know each other. If you wanted to have a real fight with me and employ the physical contact rule, you could, like, grab my arm and try not to let me swing. And all my friends were physical contact capable. So the very first thing that happened in the fight was some of my more athletic NPCs army crawled all the way up to them, jumped up, grabbed my friends, and pulled them down into the fog. So the first thing that happened was my friends who were in on the joke got dragged into the ground fog, and it went from 50 NPCs versus 20 bad guys to 40 good guys versus 30 bad guys. And that's when the dynamic of we could possess you came in. So we were taking people and dragging them into the fog, telling them the rule. In 1 minute, if you don't get healed, you are under our control. Listen to the lich. Okay. Fucking one of the most ridiculous fights we've had. You know how they beat us?
How's that?
Running.
Ah!
It's ground fog. They all started running in circles to clear out as much as they could to find their friends.
Nice.
Yeah, no. Shit like that. Shit like that. Like the actual fear of being in, fake combat, but in a combat situation with the ground fog and the weird tiny rules that immediately make sense, but it's all just the atmosphere. It's all $30 of equipment, $20 worth of ice, and atmosphere. And that's why haunted houses are so good.
It's so cool.
Go to the bathroom while you're gone. I'm going to do the announcements.
Sounds good.
Could you push me the mouse pad?
You want to grab my other camera?
Yeah, one day I'm going to take you all out to Nero, and I will run a module.
Going around the cup. Careful. Hold on.
You're all good. All right, everyone.
Don't get kicked off Twitch.
Don't get kicked off Twitch. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. This is The Dragon Show. We just want to take a moment to thank all the people that make this possible. I want to give... Oh, where's my desktop audio? Is muted in here. Good. Okay. I want to give a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters, namely... Mama T, White Shadow Hair, Autofox, Dr. Larks, Eddie the Weather Fox, Erner, Erwolf, Nikolai, Peter the Bear, Status Ferret, Uncle Kage, Geen Sonata, Artenis Lupus, Buddy Goodboy, Cosmic, Deadly Kitten, Exendiv, Quixum, Mephidida, Green Drag, Hawk Feather, Maggie Holt, Pandas, Petrov Neutrino, Richter, Russick, Sasha Whitefur, Seal, Shukin Flash, Silver Godamon, Skyer, Skylar Ringtail, Werewolf Detective Paw, Two Plantains, Lux Vertus, Dolly Kuja, Celeste, Claire Coletti, Flatfax, John Ravetti, Mikhail, Pafor, QM, Regda, Sapphire Bloodscale, Slippery Stallion, Stale Rice, Sully, Tom F, Willie, and Yash. Let's not forget about those strike opposers, though, guys. Your continued support means the world to us. Hope you enjoy the art. Zandy's going to be putting out what the art for next month is. I'm kind of excited about it. It sounds cute as hell. Huge thank you to Matthew, Zippy, Connie Wolfwich, Domain. I did it again. Doman, Tobe, Beaton, Gray Fox, and Vesper Knox, Nisbet, Tezcat, Magic Jag, Fukada, Coda Masters, Mazu, Briggs Buckingham, Dragor, and the amazing Sue Ann Benny. Thank you all so much for all of the insane support you give us. You make this show possible. We will be back for our next episode Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. That's when we're going to play some Jackbox. So please join us, grab a drink, grab a joint, grab your chair, and charge that cell phone. See you Monday night, 7 p.m. for more Wild Gaming. Thank you all so much for being here. We will be right back with more Dragon Show with our guest, Sigma. Sig, thank you so much for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Find a clearing, forget your eyes and trust your nose. Find a ferret that'll butter your pancakes, meet a dragon that wears a robe. Are you starving for cobalt kisses? Would you tell him a joke? Anyway, I'm seeing tanny, but alkali is not here. It's time for getting up to something. Is it a little too early now for Brunch? They'll cover everything and nothing. Getting up for brunch on a Sunday. Sunday, Sunday. Anyway. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Roll up and it'll make you feel better. Roll up and it'll make it alright. Roll up and it'll bring it all together. So let's watch a Dragon show and stay the fuck inside.
Which is fine. Oh my god.
That's the way to come back. Is saying,
And that's all I wanted to hear.
My cooch is fine.
My cooch is fine. My cooch is fine. It's not on camera.
I think.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. And welcome back to the Dragon
Cooch
Show.
on camera,
We're here with
cooch
our
on
friend
camera.
Sigmund.
Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, you need to make a new theme song.
Cooch on camera.
Cooch on camera. Woo, woo, woo.
Let me be my only fan.
Hey,
Cooch
Gunsmith.
on camera.
someone had made a comment in there that was like highlighted in red or something like that. I wanted to go back and make sure that got proper
highlight in red.
Yeah, when you were in the other one, like it was just nothing but red. I don't know if it was.
This I can look.
Just like scrolling up a bit.
Beep beep beep. I don't see it.
Well, apparently not.
That's okay. Whoever posted something, posted back again. We probably missed stuff during the announcements. Oh shit, man! Thank you for being here. This has been a nice morning.
I think what it was is someone said
We
it's
got
like
donuts.
go talk to your old chapter and like all your normies play as like the NPCs and all the furries are like the good guys because it's tied to that Lich story.
Yeah, when I ran Nero, all the furries unPC'd with me, and I'm hoping one day it's on a back burner thing. It's a long-term goal, but the Dragon Show will one day run a LARP.
Nice.
There's a huge caveat to that. I still LARP every once in a while. I'm actually going to be going back soon for Phelan. Phelan ran D&D at First Square. They are part of a LARP, part of the running crew for a LARP. I kind of need to go out there, play with them for a while, and then beg them to borrow their entire NPC camp to run. Because that's the problem with running a LARP. The initial investment is really the only investment, and then washing costuming nonstop for the rest of your life.
Dan the man.
Damn the man. That's funny.
It was Nisbet at the very top of the list.
Oh,
Just
what
go
do
to
you
your
got?
just go to your bribe your local chapter and go, hey, can we do? It was something first. That's what it was.
I will. It will
a furry
happen.
weekend with normal players.
I'm too into it to not. I've always wanted to run a LARP for the, and of course I'll invite the other LARPers out there. I'll give them weird roles. They can be the guild masters, furries. You come in, kick their asses, take over. That's the one part I miss. A lot of LARPs now, like the player versus player, I've never really liked, but putting
like PvE?
NPCs in as the leadership of the town when the game first starts, and then you want them. There's the political side of the game.
Yeah.
You want to be the fucking Earth Guild Master? You got to figure out how to take care of it without just straight up murdering them, because there's too many ways to talk to the dead.
Yeah.
There's too many ways to talk
wanted
to the dead.
I wanted to bring back that comment because I saw it. I was like, that sounds like a great idea, but you're in the middle of the announcement stuff. I didn't mean to like.
Oh, you're all good.
Railroad
I got
that,
you,
but
I
I was
got
just
you.
like, that actually sounded cool. I just can't remember the specific details.
Oh, Atlas, that sounds comfy.
Good to see Atlas.
Like, what would you be interested in, Zan? Like, if we're talking about a full free-form LARP, like, are you taking the political, are you going to be the political character? Are you going to be the fighting character, the defending? Are you the entertainment character, buffing character? Do you go for a leadership role? Like, how would you play a long-term LARP if you were there alone? Like, don't count me into it. Don't count any of your friends. You are at a LARP, pseudo-medieval.
Probably entertain a split between entertaining and sometimes fighting when they need me or something. every
So
once
more
in
of
a
like
while.
a support class, you think?
Yeah.
Like the bard in the tavern telling stories that can actually make everyone more powerful by being around them. That's what it would be.
Yeah. I don't know if I can tell stories, but
No, but doing whatever you want to do.
oh yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm using stories because that's what I would do. So I could see you doing that. Would you go the political aspect?
Of like figuring out maybe.
Because I think that you running the Rogues Guild would be goddamn hysterical.
Oh God. I'm in charge. I don't know what I'm doing. You over there, throw a knife. You're second command now. Let's see how well they do on the board. That's how you do it. How close you are on target. That's how we do it. Knife throws.
Knife
That's
throws
what
is
I
how
learned
you-
from my childhood. Yes.
That is
Thieves Guild. Who can do the throw the best?
What game is this
Everything
from?
is knives. Oh man, what was it? Quest for Glory.
Quest for Glory.
One of the greatest fucking games. So ahead of its time because you could like solve one problem a bunch of different ways. And becoming a thief was the best because you could fight and everything. You had the knife, but you also go at night. Like it had actually cycles, and you can go and like rob people.
So, okay, now that especially in older games that we used to play,
That was
I always
insane.
loved that. That's more common now with the night cycle, day cycle. A lot of the RPGs I play, you
Yeah.
could get weird things at night during the day, during the night. Yeah, I like.
Yeah, I love that. I haven't seen that really
What about you?
replicated as well.
What about you? What did you play?
I want to give.
And chat, let's hear yours too.
I want to preface this with there's not much.
Jesus! Cobalt!
God damn it!
Yeah, I know it's a pain in the ass, huh?
I want to preface this with I've never really done like LARPing. Like I did Dagger Era, which was just like
I remember Dagger Hair.
Small scale skirmishes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I would be torn between doing like a fighter. That's because I always have like a pseudo permanent hard on for Cloud and the sword thing. Just I loved that character. I always wanted to be a version of that.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like my character would be a cross of Altair from Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
And Aragorn.
Oh, is that the first one? First Assassin's Creed guy? Altair?
It is. Yes.
Or the second one? Okay, yeah.
Just
nice,
that
Ace.
assassin type of
vibe-ish
vibe.
Yeah.
But it's Aragorn in the respect of general like aesthetic and looks and morals.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a good. You gotta have all that shit going on. What?
Are we done with this?
Yes.
You are done with.
Okay,
Cobalt,
I'm just
yes.
like I want to be able to explain it better.
absolutely.
I know. No, that's the hard part about Cobalt
I love it.
Cacophony.
I love it though at the same time because
Also, we like being Cobalts.
Yeah.
Zan's, you have no idea, dude. Zan jumps into Cobalt whenever they know that they learned me. They learned me because the Cobalt little squeak is so cute. So they'll spill a Coke everywhere, and then I'll hear from the other room, spill water, and then, damn it, I can't be angry. Clean it up.
I'll just get behind the counter.
Oh, yeah, behind the little countertop in there.
I was-
I'll turn around, their eyes will just be like, what did you do? Like, TV's broken. So cute.
But with the whole like Aragorn like ranger thing, it's like there's so much of like my personal background and history with formerly being in the Scouts of like wilderness survival and being resourcefulness. It's like that is so ingrained in me. I love that skill and like that knowledge that I can't make that go away. But the idea of like being more like a backstage player of Assassin's Creed, of like being able to help pseudo mercenary type of thing, because yes, he's doing shady shit in the background, but he's doing shady shit because it is for the purpose of like the bigger plot being like Assassin's.
Yeah,
like,
you'd enjoy my style of LARPing. You'd enjoy my style of LARPing.
it's like I'm one of the ones where it's like I have a skill set. I'm not going to be out there with BDE and just flaunt it, but like I would listen to find out like, okay, this group wants help. I enjoy helping people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because even back when I was doing stuff like with Yu-Gi-Oh and Scouts, and the few times that I did like online role player ish type games, whenever I got to a level where it's like playing single player, I have capped to where like I can go to before you need to have like massive parties to get further. I have no problems being there because I would look from that skill level and look over and be like, hey, there's the new group that doesn't know what's going on, or they're having issues with this mission that I completed. I will go down there and I will help them out and help them learn to make that progress. I loved being that person in that role.
Yeah,
There's
I get
the
that.
game Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah.
I played that. At the time I was like a super high rank, but some of like the deeper dives that you had to do, you had to have high skill and coordination And I would just sit there in a lobby as one person, just be like, all right, we'll just see when 3 people pop up. Boom, 3 people. And they'd be like, have you ever done this before? I'm like, yes, I've done this like 20 times in the last hour. Let's go. Like, I will walk you through this to help you get this done. Like, 1, I'm essentially farming, but 2, you guys can learn how this is done and I can help you through this process. I love doing that. I did it for hours on end when I could do that because that was back during the pandemic.
Sue just became the Healers Guild mistress. The old woman who lives in the forest with third sight, we collect them and turn them into Healers Guild mistresses. They're always so good because they yell at people who die. Like, be smarter, wife, idiot.
So they're HR.
Little bit. Hey, Sue, damn it, I have responsibility now.
A psychic nerd.
I would love to see Sue as the old woman in the forest, just saying, like,
Get out of my fucking cave, you bitch!
Sue, I could just see you doing that.
Oh man, you know what I just realized?
I would make Sue a seer.
You know what I just realized?
Yeah.
Sounds like? What I realized my LARP character sounds like? Geralt from
I
Witcher.
oh my god.
It's Geralt with a little bit more of assassin vibe.
Oh yeah, sure. You got a bathtub too all the time. Is that so, like you just hang out in the bathtub in the
chill in
corner?
a tub.
That's right. That's just
Who
your
has
space.
summoned me?
Exactly. You have to pay you a certain amount of coin on the desk, and you just come out in all your glory.
I like Mazus. I'm the hag next door making brews and cackling diabolically. But the brew is just bathtub gin.
Of course.
Honestly, you'd probably make more money.
You do a great job at freaking OnlyFans selling bathtub.
Double, toil and trouble. This bathtub gin will get you fucked
In
up.
trouble.
In
trouble!
trouble!
Both good.
I'll
Both
just
good.
get you in trouble. Full stop.
Gunslinger thief. Nice.
And then eventually,
Dumbass with the hair
Oh,
trigger.
Nisbet, have fun. Tell them I said hi. Oh my god, I like it. I
Dumbass
like
with
it.
the hair trigger because
Nice.
puns. I love it.
It's good puns. And Grey Foxen would be foxes. Yes. Grey Foxen would be a swarm of foxes. That's my character is a form of foxes. Please roleplay accordingly. And they just get cuddled the whole weekend.
You're just like a perpetual Tyranid hive.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Now, I hope I get you out there one day, Zanny. I think that
it'll happen.
in the right context with the right group, I think you'd have a lot of fun.
And you be warm. I learned that. I need
I will-
warm gloves. I need this to be. I'll be warm, kobold. I need long sleeves, fucking gloves.
I'm about to become a 5-year-old getting a Christmas present for mommy. You ready?
Oh lord.
I will get a giant cloak for myself.
Okay.
That way, when you're cold, I can just wrap you up in it. 2 reasons. 1, I always want you to be as comfortable as physically possible, and if that's what you need, I am so willing and capable of keeping you warm. But number 2, you're shorter than me. Your head comes up to about here. When I put on the cloak, I will be wrapping it over your head, and I will be standing there, and people will go, "There's Alkali, fat as usual," and they will attack, and I'll be like, "Oh, Cobalt from nowhere!" and you will just jump out of my cloak.
It's like an
2
attack
swords.
cobalt.
That's right.
And just murder them quickly, and then come back into the cloak.
Holy fuck.
That will be my personal attack. Just, "Ah!" Oh, you know what I'll call it? The Flash Mob.
Yes. Atlas, this is Dragon Show. We are a cult. Kidding.
We're
We
starting
already
to
made
LARP.
one cult this year. Let's not do another.
Furry's just like a robe away from a cult, honestly.
We are the reasons why the flying spaghetti monster is even a religion.
I love the
I
Flying
believe
Spaghetti
it.
Monster.
I would be surprised.
Pastafarians. Isn't that the one?
Pastafarians was a
Gray.
thing for a while. Yeah,
that
with
was a
the
thing.
Flying
Yeah.
spaghetti monsters.
Cobalt birth!
Go, my child, and kill.
Ah!
You're just freaking. You're the male version of the Go Mom.
Yes.
My child.
Oh
Have some
my
pie.
God.
Well, you definitely give
classic.
pies. Just
He's basically one version of, what was it, Pikmin?
Do my bidding!
Thank you. I like this plan.
There you go.
I saw Sue's comment and I wanted to bring it back. Just 23 foxes in a cloak.
Zanny is 7 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yep. You're just in a trench coat.
I'm just, yeah.
You're just in a trench coat.
I'm ferret.
Yep.
I emerged from the trench coat. Check your trench coats. You might have a kobold.
Oh fuck.
I just like the idea of having my own little kobold jump out and attack things when they're cold. Like, this is how you pay for your heat. Yeah. Okay, come on back. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god. Trying to sneak into an R-rated movie. I want to sneak you into it. Can we just try sneaking you into the theater? If I walk into the theater
Just
wearing
cling
a
onto his
full-length cloak with obviously 4 legs shuffling around, like, no, it's just me. You gonna prove me wrong?
No.
Like, who's opening the cloak?
No, at that point,
I can see this movie now.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
You just latch onto Alkali like from behind, like you're a backpack.
Oh, now he's a hunchback. There you go.
Cobalt backpack.
Cobalt backpack. That make you a healer. You're my cobalt backpack.
Sometimes you're a backpack when we're swimming, because that's when you can carry me around.
Yeah, you're very light in water. Thank you.
What?
I can finally pretend to be strong and Spider-Man.
Oh,
Love
yes.
tools.
You got a metal arm? That is awesome, dude.
We talked about that earlier. Like Alkali mentioned, like, you ever do that thing where you Spider-Man across the pool? Like, yeah, totally. Who the fuck hasn't?
Right?
Yeah, that's the real question. Actually, sorry. Let me tack onto that. Not only
Oh my
who
God,
hasn't
Sue.
crawled around the bathtub, who hasn't crawled around the pool like Spider-Man, but who also hasn't done their version of the Matrix in a pool.
Oh, absolutely. Also,
Every
Rassles,
fucking person.
I've drop kicked you so many times.
Yes. You do the little spinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corkscrew kick.
Corkscrew kick, like
Corkscrew.
Sammy.
Oh no, she's here. The terrible tiara.
Oh.
The terrible tiara is here.
I keep saying if he's going to be my manager in wrestling, he's going to come out and say that.
Well, I can't
He says he's
wrestle,
gonna
but
say
I
that.
genuinely I enjoy the athleticism. Zanny has actually shown me what is wonderful about wrestling. I will say that I am a fan now.
Yay.
And Zan kind of wants to wrestle, and I think that's really cool. I could be a part of it by screaming into a microphone for you. And I don't know why, but now, and Zan gets annoyed by this, sometimes they'll just walk into the bedroom like, the terrible tiara is here. And then they get angry at me.
No, I can totally see you like in my head. I'm already.
Oh my God,
playing
Mazu.
It. I'm already playing it in my head, or I'm like, yes, you are the person on the sidelines going like, he's got the chair.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah, that's Alkali.
I've announced for a wrestling match before, and then watched my at-time boyfriend throw a furry through a table on stage main events at MCFC. Wait, yeah, MCFC prior to FCN.
FCN.
No, I think it was MCFC still at the time. That was
Maybe
a long time ago.
Okay.
When was this?
This would be more than 9 years ago.
FCN came before FCN.
Oh, am I backwards?
Yeah, you're backwards.
I'm backwards. So yeah, you're right. FCN.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it was MCFC, there was only like 2 years that I missed the MCFC.
No, I had them backwards. I thought it
How
was
have I
MCFC
not heard
then
this?
FCN.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Alkali was on commentary too.
I was on commentary, and I believe my commentary was, our insurance doesn't cover this. Zanny, I'm staying in character, but you need to stop. Don't throw anyone else through a table. Zanny, make eye contact so I know you heard me. Zanny, look over here. Oh, they're going back to the table. Crash, don't throw. Ah, shit, we're gonna get sued.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad.
I want you to say what's on there right now from Mazu.
Where are we? A furry
okay,
just
just
exploded through the table.
Yeah.
The humanity, the furmanity, the fur. It's everywhere. Get a vacuum.
Why it's Zanny with the steel chair?
He just did, Atlas.
Actually, yes, Atlas, I did.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
No, and I would
I saw
never
that.
call Zanny my ex-boyfriend. No, Xander's my ex-boyfriend.
There you go.
Zanny is this cute little thing that I found.
Oh! Seamus, I heard about it from Alkali years ago. It might have been a war story at MFF that you told Seamus.
Blend Tech Blender, I forgot about that.
I heard about it.
Oh, Will Blend.
Phenomenal panel just to even hear
Oh,
about
wow.
it. But I know you guys can't make it happen again.
Well, no, because there was glass in the wall. They blew up a blender when they put fucking lighters in it.
Yeah, I knew there was a blender incident and something
Yeah.
exploded. I didn't know glass got in the wall.
Atlas, I don't know how to take that. Y'all
As a
are cute and make
compliment.
me drink.
As a compliment.
We should
All
get...
right, all we... Go.
Oh, no, I'm good. Let's say we should... What are you drinking? We should get fucking advertisements for that. I mean, by this point.
Oh, yeah, at this point, you're right.
Yeah, if we make you drink, then hell, drink this shit.
Budweiser. Dude, I still drink your garbage. Could you fucking sponsor us?
Can Alkali be the new Spuzz McKenzie? You just show up with Twinks? And the guys are like, hey, dude, what the fuck? And they start just destroying their Bud Light after you show up. Too gay.
Too gay.
And I showed up. I show up like I don't even know what that is.
It's dangerous, but ask them.
Being dude. Oh my god.
Why not? Find out. The worst thing they're gonna say is no, thank you.
No, the worst thing you're gonna say is, what the fuck is this show?
Alkali, back in my protein shake drinking days, you loved me in the blender, didn't you? The blender.
Okay.
See, this is the Antec blender. Everything.
Sigma, would you like to know what this one's protein shake in the morning was?
Cum is not a protein shake.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's a
But I will
protein.
hand it to
neither
you.
is mayonnaise.
When it comes to cobalt cooking, you are still the most brilliant, simple ingredient person I've ever met. Zan, what were the ingredients in your protein shake?
Protein shake and spinach.
And water.
And water.
Spinach leaves, water,
And ice.
and protein powder.
Yeah.
And of course, because, there's a lid to the blender, Zan lost that. Do you know what fucking mashed up goddamn spinach does? Sticks to everything. My countertops, I was scraping shit off them every day. Jesus. Never again.
No, I will say what I did. I wasn't doing it for like bulking up, but I was actually doing it for like some weight management and the fact that I was dealing with I am dealing with an eating disorder. I was just way over the deep end and undiagnosed back then. I was doing protein, like just protein whey powder in fruit smoothies.
Yeah.
Whey powder and fruit smoothies?
Yeah. No, it's actually really good. You do vanilla whey powder, and you essentially just make.
See, vanilla I can see
strawberry
working.
You just make strawberry vanilla milkshakes at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all you're doing. But
awesome, Mazu.
You throw.
We don't get to run that one very much anymore.
You can get your ice cream fix.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah,
I would always go overboard with that. Like, okay, but
throw
peanut
it in the
butter.
freezer.
I love
Like it
this,
essentially
right?
comes out like a slushy. But
I've
what I did
watched
is
you
I
do
threw it in
that.
the freezer.
Yeah.
I would put it in my lunchbox, and then by the time lunch would roll around at my old engineering job,
Oh,
I would
yeah,
take
that
a
would
spoon.
work.
I would just take a spoon, mix it up, and it's just a smoothie at that point. Down.
No, that makes sense.
I could never be one of those people. I had friends who did the oh god, what was it?
What, Magic Bullet?
No, not the magic bullet. They did the
different magic
what was
bullet
the food that wasn't
Called the Happy
food?
Gun.
It was like all the
Soylent.
Soylent.
Soylent was not good.
Soylent makes you
A
soil.
friend had a Soylent party, and we were all trying to do it in different ways, and we couldn't make it taste good. We were like trying to like mix it with all these different things, and it was just like.
Didn't you say the person who came up with the best one mixed in half a jar of peanut butter?
Yeah, at this point you're just cheating.
Yeah.
You're just eating.
That's it's like the equivalent of saying, "Do you want some coffee with that sugar?" Like,
very much so.
Oh, you have no idea. We get so angry at Dunkin' Donuts.
I don't know.
The best order from Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
I would like a large iced coffee, cream, sugar, caramel, easy on all three. By the way, that would mean 2 pumps. I say it exactly like that.
Thank you for
There's
following.
no other question.
As off Battalion official, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the follow, dude. Yeah. They cannot get that right. They always hand me either a milkshake or a totally black coffee. Now I can drink a black coffee. Unless it's from goddamn Dunkin' Donuts, who just takes their coffee from yesterday and puts it in ice. You're wrong, Dunkin' Donuts. Iced coffee is fresh brewed coffee. Stop it.
They didn't get the memo.
I know.
actually, you don't have any like beer brew dispensary type of stuff in here. I'd say that broadly.
We do. We don't go to it very much. I'm more of a...
Yeah.
If we go to a bar, we go to a bar.
No,
we
that's
don't really
fine.
do the
Because
breweries
something
too
that I
much.
saw and I want to do because it'd be fucking excellent. Doing at-home nitro brew.
Oh God, that sounds good.
That sounds really good.
Yeah,
There's
awesome.
someone I saw on TikTok that they did their own at-home nitro brew, and it's pretty much using all the same freaking components. It's just coffee. And I was like, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. The only alcohols we're famous here in Chicago are like bad ones. It's
Goose
like
Island is fine.
No, Goose Island's fine. I'm just saying. Everyone's like, hey,
Matilda was my favorite.
Goose Island's exactly
all of.
okay.
I'm just saying, Chicago. Everyone's like, Malort.
No.
And 100%.
Yeah.
Everyone
Still
100%.
have not had Malort.
Good. Don't.
Yeah. We prepared a whole panel for it, and they're like, that's not bad. Like they got
to
the
Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona. They did not give a shit. They're like, oh yeah, this isn't the best thing ever. Like, dude, that's a Chicago staple, and you just poo-pooed the whole thing. Well done.
It's so wild.
Well, that's interesting. I don't even know that one, Atlas. Blind Tiger Whiskey. Interesting.
Blind Tiger.
Uncommon Grounds. Yep, I've been to Uncommon Grounds. You two take over for a second?
Okay. I don't know if they have it here, but I think it would be something real fun. My old university, actually, they have a brewery down there.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually do bottle it, and they send it out to other places. I wonder if they have a place up here that has it for you guys to try.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Very curious to see it.
That'd be cool. When I visited Gaius in where was it? Montreal. Holy fuck! There's every place had its own like microbrewery. They made its own stuff. There's had their own beer. It was amazing just how much craft beer was around.
I love craft beers. I'm lucky that I went ahead and went to Detroit for my job because it's craft central.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
craft
I'm
beer
sure.
fucking everywhere. And I intentionally, whenever I go to a new joint, be like, oh, what do you want? We got Leinenkugel, Bud Light, all your typical bullshit. And there's always Bell's Two Hearted or Dirty Blonde everywhere in there, which is fine. It's a good beer. It's not my particular thing because they're IPAs.
Oh,
IPAs
yeah.
IPAs,
IPAs are...
which are okay.
Right.
I have no problems with it. But I will intentionally go there and be nothing that's on the rail there. Something that is still from Michigan, though.
Gotcha.
And I intentionally, I make it a game. They're like, what do you want? I'm just like, Michigan, not Bell's, nothing on the rail.
Alkali took me to a place out here. It was a Viking beer mead of some sort, and they had. I don't like IPAs, but these were fancy ass IPAs, and every mead and IPA there. I do not like IPAs, and these were very drinkable. Whatever. I guess I just got the fancy ones or something. I don't know. It's if I'm getting an off the shelf IPA, I'm not sure.
I don't like sours.
Man,
I don't like
okay.
sours at all.
Isn't
Sorry, repeat that in the microphone. I don't like sours at all, but then you get Zombie Dust.
There you go.
Which is probably one of my favorite beers of all time, which is a pseudo sour. And Mitak and Nemi have showed me a handful of sours that, again, other than Zombie Dust, I can't have more than one. Yeah. Fucking fantastic.
Yeah. There are always those you can't have more than one.
IPAs,
drinks.
if you've never tried it, is M43.
Oh,
M43 is an
awesome.
IPA. It is one of the few IPAs that, despite it being an IPA and it tasting like an IPA, it is not so overpowering that you want to
exactly
commit on a lie, that you want to
yes,
commit on a lie.
That's what I like to drink.
It is a phenomenal drink. Expensive as fuck, but it is amazing. And actually, when you buy it, it's actually in a can. I think usually those are 12 ounces or 14s. I can never remember. But you actually are supposed to take the can. It's empty. You take the can, and you actually are supposed to roll it slowly to distribute the sediment. Then you crack it and actually drink it.
Okay, that's some fancy shit.
It's really good.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really, really good. And from what I hear, that was the last ditch attempt beer for that company because every beer that they had released failed and flopped. And this was their last ditch attempt. They're like, we're still not making sales or whatever. They did this one, and this was the one that hit and that sent them going. And they
that
became
makes sense.
I was like, that's cool. But because there's that notoriety, and as a result, and that comes with the name.
Oh yeah.
But it is a great beer though.
Sounds amazing. Where did you find that like $5 sake? You and Kage
Lost our minds.
What
Vinny's.
the fuck? What?
Vinny's. Yeah. Well, that's the difference. That's what happens when you find a sake that's less than a few months old.
Yeah.
It was a $5 sake, but we saw the date on it. It had been bottled within 2 months.
That's awesome.
That $5 sake was as good as some of I wouldn't say a Dasai 23.
No, yeah.
But we sipped it. This is a fucking phenomenal sake. And Cohen, that's one of the biggest problems with sake because even reputable distributors have no idea how quickly sake goes bad. And because it's not very popular here in the States, stores don't want to carry it because who wants to go through their stock every year and throw it away once it starts to yellow? Some of them start to yellow in less than a year.
Holy shit.
So sake is a hard thing for people to carry it. And also, Gray Foxen, absolutely fucking not. More would destroy the house and never stop going mow. Mow. But this is how more gets our attention. Even after they have it, Mow, mow, mow.
So he's Gary.
From across the street while we were doing illicit things outside. Mow, mow. Like, shut the fuck up more.
Right? You're gonna get us busted.
Call him Gary.
Mow, mow.
Seamus had a comment in there. I think it was directed to me. They were saying, "Why Michigan? I'm from Michigan and I don't drink coffee." I started drinking coffee because of my job when I was doing automotive stuff. But I'm in Michigan. I went to Michigan after being born and raised in Chicago because I'm in the auto industry. My options were Michigan, and that's it. Because I'm not chemical, electrical, or any sort of actual engineer by trade. My options were Michigan. That's it. That's all I was going. But he also had a follow-up. He's like, not a drinker. What's the difference in taste between whiskey, vodka, and tequila? That's right up your alley.
Whiskey is a complicated, smoky, peaty, wonderful drink meant for sipping and enjoying all the flavor profile that's going to come through slowly because as you numb your tongue more, different flavors come through. Vodka is just straight alcohol. It should be clean and crisp. It has that alcohol flavor. But vodka, whether you enjoy it on ice, which is fine, I don't mind that, but for the most part, not my favorite. But vodka is very good for adding alcohol to anything because it's such a clean, crisp flavor. Tequila is a monster of its own color. Tequila is agave. You either like or do not like the taste of tequila. You can get into very complex tequilas that gets it very much into a whiskey or scotch or bourbon category. But a clear Blanco tequila, being my favorite thing, is, again, a very crisp taste with just more body and more profile than a vodka. Tequila's my favorite. I'd put whiskey, more so scotches, but I do love whiskey second. Vodka goes pretty far down on my list, but a good vodka, like, fuck, remember the Beluga?
Oh, yeah.
Real Russian vodka, a very high-level Russian vodka, was, again, I wouldn't say it was like drinking water, but it was as refreshing as drinking water. The alcohol burn was there, but it was such a clean flavor, like, that moment. Oh, now I see why people drink vodka straight.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I say vodka makes you go, "Gah." Tequila makes me go,
yeah, I know you don't like
and whiskey makes you go,
Gray Fox, that's ever.
because whiskey's like a campfire.
Whiskey can be very smoky.
Vodka
Whiskey can be very, very smoky.
It's kind of fruity, and then tequila is like
tequila's tequila.
Something punching the back of your throat. It's
Well,
great.
it's a fruit that's not used anywhere else. The agave plant is so pulpy, and you don't get a lot of. That's why they're so gigantic. You know, like there's not a lot of uses for just straight agave. Sort of, it's a flavor unto itself.
I learned so much out of this, just like 2-minute conversation. I love it.
I used to drink so much more.
Yeah.
I will say thanks to Mazu, a Finnish. Nope, it was a little bit further, but Mazu said in Finland we have only a government-run liquor store. They replace their stock of sake every few months, and they educate all their employees on it.
Ooh,
so if Michigan falls flat, I'm going to Finland.
That's awesome.
Wait, Michigan is flat. It's flat as fuck. Every time I go to the East Coast, I'm like, what the fuck are these
that
hills?
is Illinois and Ohio.
Oh, to Cal, I love a good stout. Gray Fox said no. All right, everyone, we are down to the last about 20 minutes of the show. Because we had a guest on, we did not get questions because when we have a guest on Sunday Morning Brunch, questions go to everyone. So you don't need to be a question master for this one. We're in the last 20 minutes. Ask your questions. If we see them and catch them, we will try to answer them. Be nice.
It could be like essentially just a longer version.
Have a great night, buddy.
Use my Spitfire segment in my panels, just like non-thinking questions. Go, bam, 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 bam.
Welcome to Illinois, where the land is flat and so are their kobolds.
Welcome to Illinois, where the land is flat and so are the tits.
That was a joke.
No, I thought you were just talking.
Oh no, I was talking about my own lack of boob.
You have
where
beautiful
the frick
boobs.
in Michigan are? Oh, you're planning to tack hell. I saw the question mark and I was like, mine.
Yeah, but they blend into the peck area, so I can get away with it.
That's true. Mazu asks, did you have a good day? Mazu, I went to bed early last night because we knew we were getting up early today. I woke up on my own accord, showered, coffee, ran my errands, and got some of the best donuts on the south side of Chicago. I'm doing great. Zanny?
Oh, I fight morning demons, but otherwise I've been good.
Shut up!
Ah!
You got to get on VR and make those demons, like, palpable.
That's not a bad idea. I can fight the demons in the morning.
Yeah. I already hear it sounds like you're having sex in the living room every morning because the soft squeaking from because you're always on the balls of your feet.
How much do you hear that shit? I gotta know. Like, is it that
Well,
loud?
we have the white noise generator in the room so loud now that until you are at the peak of Beat Saber, I cannot hear you.
Gotcha.
But at the peak of Beat Saber, yeah, it sounds like you're fucking in the living room.
That's
What, if any, are y'all's favorite RPG character classes? I like my fighter. I like being run in there, do dumb shit person.
Dragon Monk.
Dragon Monk, yeah. I mean, it's gone.
Oh.
Definitely my favorite one is Necromancer. I've been playing Necromancers and that style of character, a offensive buff debuffer that has other things to being the big boss in the back. It's easier for me to control.
Do you remember Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance from PlayStation 2?
I fucking love Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate 2 was my jam. The fighter in there only had 5 like special abilities and like the controller strokes for like what you can like quick map things to.
Yep.
There was 5 slots, so I didn't have to think about any of that shit. I dedicated each slot to a particular buff or whatever skill that was.
Yep.
And I would do dual wielding great swords. I was the fucker because they had a dash ability. I would do like sprint in there, hit the first person, swipe, dead. Sprint in there, bam, hit a person, quick swipe, done. I am the embodiment of the phrase that I have heard from a YouTube streamer, which is, I only have to hit you once, Dex nerd.
That's
Sue,
always a nice
I love
feeling.
you.
I am
Oh
the
my god.
embodiment
Just
of that.
dead. Once. Oh hell yeah.
Tikal Red Mage. Ooh, good one. Hexblade. Hexblade was always the one. I never let anyone use the book Hexmage. Hexmage deserved to be Hexblade. They deserved to be so much more powerful than they were in the book. What a great
man.
idea for a character. I always liked that one, dude.
There's a question with my name in
Where are you?
it, but it might be directed to you guys. It was like, would Sigma wear Gaius's AD outfit to panels? Or
I
something
mean,
like that?
probably does.
They were
okay.
drunk enough. Dragon, Bloodline Sorcerer, wow. If you had to be cursed, what curse would you accept? If you had to be cursed, so...
if this is D&D related curses, I'm lost, because last time I played it was like
just
3.5
in general.
middle school. Okay, I was
In
like,
general,
3.5 in middle school, I'm lost.
Sam, what curse would you take?
For D&D?
No, just in general. You
Oh,
just
Jesus
got cursed.
Christ.
What curse? You have 5 seconds to come up with what you are about to be cursed with. What's your curse?
Everything I taste like. Oh, everything I eat tastes like. Oh, jizz. Jesus Christ. No!
Everything is
fine. I'll get used to it. No, pineapple. If it's been through pineapple.
Everything that you eat tastes like pineapple?
No, yeah.
Ooh, that's a nasty curse. Do you think you'd get sick of it after a while?
Well, that's a good thing, is I wouldn't overeat. It is a weird part of
done.
it.
Well done. Okay, interesting.
There's always
It's not a
there's
bad
bright
flavor.
side,
You
yeah.
get bored with it. Wow.
This is the thought.
Dude, min-max life.
Hell yeah.
Well done.
Min-max life.
That's one of
Pineapple
mine. That's one of mine.
jizz.
Min-max. I have such a OCD problem sometimes. Zan calls it me min-maxing life, and then I realized what I was doing. I've gotten much better, and I appreciate you calling me out on my stupid.
I'm gonna say Animagus, but that's just because that does 2 things for me. Animaguses can choose when to turn into an animal. Now I'm just gonna leave the scope of when you turn into an animal. It's Sirius Black.
Okay.
Sirius Black is an Animagus.
Boozy, what the
They
fuck?
can elect.
Boozy!
They can choose and elect to actually fresh on the way down. They can essentially choose to turn into like an animal, but I feel like I don't know the nuances of it. I just can't think of like a particular curse.
Oh, I always wanted to be a changeling. Who didn't watch fucking Sword in the Stone?
Oh, right.
We'll talk about furry fucking
You've
bait.
never seen the original Sword in the Stone, Disney's? Oh, it's actually fun. It's a fun movie.
Turns
Oh,
into
man.
a squirrel. There's a horny squirrel girlfriend. I'm like, that's me.
That just sounds
That's
like
me.
almost every Disney film. There's a horny something in it.
Oh yeah, horny squirrel girl is my spirit animal.
Yeah, I'm convinced that sometime during your surgery, one of the nurses came in, and like, I don't know, sprinkled some rice on you, said a few words, and now you are cursed.
Ah!
You know what your curse is?
What's that?
After having sex, you'll get super horny. It is the funniest shit. Like, oh, Zan, what a wonderful evening. They're like, yeah. So we gonna fuck? Like, damn it! No!
Hey,
bed!
keep the
Cobalt,
accent.
bed!
keep the accent.
Because they got cobalt cacophony. The curse of estrogen.
I didn't get.
I just get hornier.
Yeah,
there you go. What? When I come, I get hornier. It's a thing.
Anyway.
Hey!
Huh?
Yeah, it's fair.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Oh my God.
Go up, Gunsmith. Ask the question.
We should be having a lot of things.
Put it in again, Gunsmith.
Oh.
Unless you want to scroll up.
Hydrate.
Status. He's got a timetable. It's all
There
good.
it is.
Finish homemade.
Would
wine
you
containing
try-
brandy, water, sugar, and yeast.
Killju.
Would you try Killaju? It is a Finnish homemade wine containing only water, sugar, and yeast. Tastes a bit yeast, but hey, it's alcohol.
I mean,
Oh.
I think we made
I'll try
that.
anything once.
Yeah, totally.
I'll try most things once.
Oh,
we still here?
Hold on. You guys keep Shanur, how'd it go? Everything cool?
Yeah.
You don't
how
need to
you
say it on
doing?
chat, but at least send me a message, buddy.
I'll try most things
Hope,
once.
hope you're doing, Shanir. Oh yeah.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Hope you're doing well.
Who forced him to have that time? Yeah, Status. I know. Oh my God.
Shut up.
Everybody.
I did not just say that at the same time.
We got 10 more minutes, y'all. So.
I had a curse at Nero. I was playing Mendeleev. The whole concept of the character was a necromancer. Everyone kind of knew, but that's illegal. Everyone kind of knew, but I was very much a good guy. But I always played the character, the ends justify the means. There was a horrible plague going on. The players couldn't catch it. All the players were too powerful. So it was a behind-the-scenes killing off villagers.
Okay.
So, well, it wasn't affecting the players. No one was really working on a solution. So what I was assumed was happening is this was going to get out of hand and turn into a big thing, and then we would have to deal with it. But there were hints, stuff that could be done, just no one wanted to deal with it. So I went alone. And I found a cure. Years later, I found out the proper cure was actually taking care of the font that was creating it. You could have just destroyed that and it would have been cured. But I found out through much testing and necromantic use, if I murdered a unicorn,
so Voldemort,
in front of their child, and the child cried, and I got unicorn tears of sadness, pure unicorn tears of sadness, and used those tears to then bring back the mom as an undead, that the new tears from the child would be filtered enough that I could cure it all. So what the plot team was doing was trying to make me do something so horrific that they wanted to see, do the ends really justify the means? So I did it. The Fey Court showed up in town, so beginning of the event, I disappear. Midway through the event, the plague is cured. During dinner, the Fey Court of God show up in town and put me on trial, to which I had no defense other than I cured a bunch of people. Like, you murdered a unicorn, and got to say this to the whole town. You murdered a unicorn's mother and then made him hang out in the cage with the unicorn's animated mother as undead and collected the tears. Like, yeah. So they gave me they gave me the curse of the miser. Some of the best role play I've ever had in a LARP. For 1 year and 1 day, I could not have a possession.
Wow.
I got a full brown bodysuit. I was playing Mendeleev at the time, so I was the nude ferret who was completely useless because I had a different problem that all my spells, I had an ability that I could cast any spell from, like a sorcerer. You know how sorcerers cast their spells? I didn't have to memorize my spells, but I had to have my spell book on me. Couldn't carry the spell book. I was totally useless.
You were neutered.
For, I think, 7 events. All I was roleplay.
Holy shit.
It was amazing.
That's really cool.
It was fucking amazing. Yeah, no,
no
like,
shit.
genuinely, like, so yeah, that curse gave me some of my best times at a LARP.
That's really
awesome.
neat.
Yeah.
Also, Atlas said when you're doing your story, they like put him through a Brita filter.
You know, there was actually more to it. Like, they seriously wanted me to have to, because they knew they were going to put me on trial in front of the town if I did it. They wanted to say the most horrific things. Because for years, a bunch of players had always wanted to kill me. But number one, I was useful. And number two, I was still Dan. And everyone kind of felt bad about murdering me because I usually ran the game. They're like, yeah, he's playing a bad guy, but he only plays like 5 times a year. Don't murder him. I'm like, no! The point of this guy is to fucking kill me. I'm a dick. I'm a murderous dick who happens to align with what you're trying to do. Like, that was the whole idea. No one would kill me.
You're like Joker, like, come on,
Alkali.
hit me, do it. I know you want to hit me.
But
Kage said would curse us with a curse of failed death. What would Alkali's? What would Kage's curse be? Say it with me. Do you know it?
I'm sorry. What would he
sake.
say?
As his curse.
Okay, hold on.
Of the curse of fatal death.
And
you will die.
Your
His
name will be forgotten.
It is inevitable. So
one of
imagine
my
hearing
all-time
that.
favorite moments.
Imagine hearing that when you're gathered around a fire, just randomly, like, "Oh, Kage
Was this
is
outside
gone."
right here? Like,
No, this was at Basement Con. We were drunk as shit.
I think I have a picture of the moment too, and Boozy's just like, "This is so great."
Boozy getting scarred emotionally. He's like,
It's like, this is a moment.
I was dying. Well, we're all kind of dark motherfuckers.
Of course, I understand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I understand.
But that moment was so fucking magical. Like, because, again, we're all dark motherfuckers, and we know each other. This was Basement Con. There was 20 people there who this is their first time encountering Uncle Kage in the wild. And that's how we end the night. Like, yes!
This is so fucking funny.
No, my friends.
That's excellent. That's legendary.
Oh, it was
laughing
amazing.
my ass off. Holy fuck.
Atlas, that's why it was funny. It was
Yeah.
in 3 sentences, it was one of the most chilling, depressing. Like, this is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
And so Kage.
It's so real.
Oh God, reality is hysterical.
It is. You have to lean into it.
We're all
Well, it's
playing
so
the
funny
same game. You might
because
as well laugh.
I remember you and me and him were streaming. Like, what we are doing here in comedy goes on through eternity. Then I see him at the fire. You will die.
It's so good. It's so good.
Like, okay, if something happened.
I fucking love him. Oh, he's
In
one of
the
my favorite people.
Oh, that's so fucking.
And Boozy sending their kids out at Basement Con to wander the hallways at 8 in the morning, whispering nursery rhymes.
Yes! Oh my God, Boozy, you legend.
Oh, it was so good.
He wants to create the creepy
That's
Halloween
excellent.
moments. He's all about those.
You would have lost it on that one. Hannah came up with a creature at Nero called Paige. Paige was a gardener. If you brought Paige a body, they could plant the body and then grow that monster under their control. So when the bad guys, the good guys finally realized what was going on, they went to attack her. And it was another one of those that we got 12 bad guys, 12 of our friends, 12 people, walking out of the forest, softly and almost in pitch. It sounded good because we were all so excited. Paige, Paige, mad with rage, how does your garden grow? With silver bells, conkle shells, adventurers all in a row.
Oh.
Fucking 12 of us walking out of the forest to that. And of course, that set the atmosphere, and that's what you're doing. You know what scared the shit out of them? When they saw we were all wearing the costumes for cockatrice. Fucking swinging petrify all day. Wow. Fucking booked it, got the whole town, and came back. They're like, dude, there's a cockatrice army. And of course, Nero player's like, cockatrice are solitary creatures. They don't form groups. Well, they do now!
Cockatrice. Yes, Seamus. That's amazing.
Oh, sorry, I'm on a real nostalgia kick today.
No, it's
My
fine.
apologies.
No,
reliving the old times.
No, it's good. A lot of the things that we talked about were all like history, past life type of shit.
It's fun. It's fun. Never mind. It's an empty house talking to me. Nazu, get a I was about to say get a necrophile. That's not a thing.
No,
get a necromancer.
Nazu, fucking mood.
Threatened shit to cross the hallway in front of me, and nothing was brief. Excuse me, runway.
It's all yours, baby. Oh my God, I love you guys. Yeah, me and Sue spent most of Basement Con in the kitchen prepping meals, and what a nice retreat that was, because you want to talk about fun. Getting me and Sue loopy and cooking. Interesting dishes came out of that kitchen.
Oh, fuck.
Who wins in a battle of Medusa versus cockatrice? The answer is cockatrice. Medusas are not immune to petrification. Cockatrice are.
Oh, there you go.
I was gonna say if you do Medusa and a rock golem, motherfucker's already a rock.
But Medusa can still fight. That's a coin toss. This one's giving a major ability and taking away a major ability.
Jesus!
That would be a tough one, but I'm
That would
going
be
to give
tough.
it to the cockatrice.
Yeah, we got it.
Is it 2?
Just about.
No, he just went ahead of us.
Okay,
it's not
good.
2 yet.
Good.
He just.
Oh, we're kobolds.
He just started
that's what
screaming
kobolds.
like, you know, Boozy. He don't care. Nah, Boozy's great. I'm
Who's
kidding.
the best? Oh, everyone, thank you so much for being here. It really means the world to us that you join us for these Sunday morning brunches. They're one of our favorite streams. It really gets us to go back to the
Now
basics.
it's 2. What? You asked.
I appreciate it. Good work, Cobalt.
Thanks.
Good boy.
On the clock.
Good day. Good day. Oh, Cobalt. Head pats.
Glad you enjoyed Haiku. Seriously.
Seriously, everyone, thank you so much for being here. We are going to get ready to do the Passover to the amazing
Passover.
Boozy Badger. Give me 1 second.
We're doing Passover?
Damn it.
Shalom.
This apparently is being picked
This
up.
is not going to reach me. Thank you.
I got you.
This is picked up his green screen. Apparently the yellow.
Oh, yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. You're see-through.
Yeah, no, my shirt's
My
been-
arm's like just like in disembodied, like part of the stream.
Sue,
Right.
I don't know what I'm talking about half the time.
Passover? I love it.
Thank y'all so much for being here. This has been The Dragon Show. We are here with our guest, Sigma. Sigma, where can they find you?
You can find me actually on Twitter, Sigma the Wolf. You can find me on Twitch, should be Sigma the Wolf as well. I also actually have my YouTube under the same name. I'm starting to do more and more leather streams because I'm a leather crafter. So if you want to see what the leather crafting process is like, you can do that. Otherwise, Motor City FurCon, and I put up the interviewing stuff on my YouTube as well. So that's where you can find me, being a chaotic, endy motherfucker. I don't know what else you want out of me.
There you go.
It was an
Sounds
absolute
good.
joy to be here, guys. Thank you.
Dude, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until next time, I'm Alkali.
I'm Zany.
Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy Boozy, and have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
There you go.
Have to do it.
Absolutely. And then stop stream.
Now, where did my other window go? Oh, I broke it.
Beep. Twitch. There you go. Boozy. Stop stream.